Versus Donquavious is going to kick us off, and I see some folks using those codes for the Matcherino that goes to the players in the prize pool, so please use up all those codes, donate directly if you like. Just appreciate your support, even just watching. Let's go, our first match.
So we're going to start with Donquavious being the one, be the Grillins who stands first, keeping him in the corner already. Ronte trying to get out to spin up with a solid slow to get started.
Alright, well, the power-up is Fundoshi mode right off the gate, but the 6XL sequence gonna throw another rat race, and we're just making sure we're keeping the old man in check.
Yeah, keep him in check. Unfortunately, Donquavious does follow up right there, puts down the Fundoshi. Old man's gonna cover himself up right now. He's got plenty to go on this, and see how Donquavious, how he react in the next round.
Alright, though, get a 6XL from Ronte. Just wants to build up a little bit of those resources. We got some really strong EX specials that we can just throw in here in the corner sequence. Not going to finish the combo, just go for the jump light, keeping Donquavious in the corner.
Yeah, I like that Ronte was actually just like staggering that catch Donquavious, but you just mentioned a neutral jump catch him out. Also, like you said, just a little less gorilla happening on Ronte as we like the derogatory that we'll say against Soriz, but Ronte like really smart right now.
Yeah, good timing on the unique and everything, and just withstanding the pressure without spending any of really other break points, but gonna get the EX just to push Eustace away. Good advantage here from Ronte to try to tie things up.
Ronte with plenty of points to cash through and go through the bullet. Donquavious going down right there in a knuckle sandwich with the fish on the side. We're going to round 3 already.
This round, just like the fish, looking extra bonito here, but the 6XL gonna get a slight extension from that red grenade. I like this here from Donquavious, just putting more pressure, finally going to some throws, and getting a small little conversion is there. He's gonna keep Ronte in the corner.
Yeah, Donquavious really just actually ramping up with the strike throw in the situation where Ronte actually back, but Donquavious ready to open back with the throw. If you miss once, you don't miss twice. Hit us the throw. Throw the grenade, and Ronte just being pushed into the corner again.
To be in here, beats out whatever Ronte was going for. Should be able to finish it here with a little bit of spending, and there we go, game 1, Donquavious.
It's all out Donquavious. Ronte just unfortunately not getting started. Even in Fundoshi mode, cannot get the party started on this beach right here. Donquavious now just switching up, now just going back to the zoner again.
Yeah, not a bad idea too. Gotta be careful though. Soriz being able to armor through there and get the power-ups if you're not careful. Okay, medium punch just to keep the pressure going. Donquavious stuck in this corner here, not wanting to spend any brave counters yet, and that counter hit 6XL should give Ronte some good amount of damage with the SBA behind.
Absolutely, spend a point, leave a point for the gas station. Donquavious now again finding away another 6XL, finding their way out of there. We do got some VP points left out, but I don't believe they're going to spend extra still for the full extension, put Ronte back in the corner. But again, Ronte getting caught by the dodge into the grenade.
Yeah, and then just the jump, catching, Ronte teching, eating all that damage, even if Donquavious dropped a little bit of the combo into the ultimate, but still making sure we are just keeping Soriz at bay.
Man, we're not at the bay, man. We're at the beach. Ronte just trying to swim this way out of her, but again, Donquavious just doing the footwork against Ronte. Again, but does find a low to get them out. Another lifeguard safe once again.
Oh, big chance there. Hit the 668, armored a little bit through a normal. Didn't get huge damage, but we're going to go for the 2-2-U just to force out a brave counter. Solid block hit from Ronte, but still, it is Donquavious' advantage. Ronte has been able to score some rounds and get some good damage in, but closing out has been the tricky part.
Absolutely, this is why we're told to not take out the close to and full limit. Ronte does have all the resources in the world to catch up with Donquavious, and knowing that is putting him back, and you see the grenade toss once again, just catching out Ronte. Full power, but nothing to spend enough, but does go for the fall through, and now Donquavious backs up the side step on the old man, get it in on Donquavious, going 2-0.
It's going to be Siegfried and Sandalphon, alright.
But this is Sandalphon, man. I haven't seen too much of his effort, especially after those patch notes. But on the other side, though, Siegfried really just making a big comeback after like the small buffs that they got. Basically gave back to him, right?
I mean, yeah, you have that great range, solid damage, and just the big frame traps that could mean so much. Right now, it's Nelu with the advantage. Had gone into water mode early on, yeah, just trying to put out the slow projectile and force the blocks. Looking out well so far.
Talk about keeping it plus, but unfortunately Nelu's the one who's keeping it in control. As again, going for the full cash out combo there. Goes for a fire for, but Icebound is ready to throw him back in the corner of the ring, and back to those plus frames you talked about.
Yeah, tough part here. Now that damage differential evening up. We do have access to SSBA here. We're gonna spend it. Full animation, max damage. Give me those break points as well. Nelu's back in the game.
Checking the friends, makes relive the memories, goes up for the run-up jab to catch out Icebound, as Nelu gets hits with a 6-6 right there. And going for the full extension one more time in the corner. Spend all the points, spend all the cash. You know you're getting it back in the next round anyway.
Hey, I'm glad there was no drops, no little issues there. Not going right into SSBA could have been a bad thing if we just didn't let it rock, but Icebound gets the DP and lets that rock. Our first real reversal coming out here in one of these sets.
Absolutely, yeah. You see reversals, like playing defensively in a different way, right? You see them backstepping, just trying to catch each other out, you mentioned. Just a long plus range from Siegfried coming right here, especially in the corner. But Nelu, not afraid to challenge with the 6XL and just, again, running away, even spending the points and deeping after.
Oh yeah, we're playing Ultimate Bravery. No fear, it is my turn, always. Big damage once more, another slow ball, just to keep that pressure going, and right back at you, Icebound with the bust out of their own.
Yeah, the seal on the reversals were unlocked, man. Now it's all being shot out and ready to go, as again, we're just spinning all the mirrors as well. No SCBAs on deck, we're just going swinging. And catching Nelu though, almost 100%, so they might try to plan something out right around that.
Oh, the dodge gets called out, that projectile's way too slow to avoid that consistently. So you got the two-piece hit off of the jump in as Nelu makes a great call out, and Icebound pays the price.
Yeah, you called it. That ball is like, you already mentioned the pace of the ball just really messing up Icebound there. Happy to see it come through as Nelu, especially in the water form. Because, you know, we were talking about, when the character first came out, we talked about which forms is good, and water was like, you know, it was like, was talked about, but not like as much as the other forms. So happy to see, like, Nelu's really coming out pulling out all the Sandalphon tricks right now.
Yeah, so far so good, but we got the DP tricks from Icebound as playing very, you know, a little less caution to the wind. What you got to do to switch things up to try to fight back, and these little hits are adding up the damage as Nelu is getting pushed back into the corner, but does find the ultimate skill on the projectile and run grab.
Yeah, a lot of spot dodging. They are trying to dance around each other, but they walk up and grab. That's what I like about both characters, especially Nelu. They're just really dashing, and you cannot tell if they're going to go for the 6XL or just go for the grab. They're literally just like strike, run, or grab it.
Yeah, solid pressure here. Very even, but we're going to react with our SBA, but too far away. The whiff is going to cost Nelu all of the bar. Icebound with a huge chance here to try to turn this around, but Nelu's got that corner control.
Corner, fights out of their way. They are just going for the ball coming out. Just going to switch it up. Another catches the sweep on that, picked up by the ball. Throws him to the corner. Nelu, again, that ball doing so much work.
Ball's putting Nelu on match point. Has shown a consistent strategy. Has been very strong, and Icebound not quite ready for it, but does get the run up, punishes the activation on the stance, and we're going to get that great damage, nice knockdown into the neutral zone.
Strike there happen out once again, and now Nelu just actually walking at Icebound once again. Icebound not taking it, wants to get him off, and reverses out because the dodges. For better for worse, have been landing 50-50, and sometimes the 50-50 just turns into not in your favor.
Hey, we can't all hit heads and win the coin toss. So far, this is Icebound's chance as they are starting to get some good luck on their side. Yeah, just throw out some specials whenever you want. You got a good projectile as well that you can do when you need to. The whiff on the Raging Strike, I like the dodge reaction from Icebound still there, but now they're trapped in this corner once more.
Alright, now we're striking out, letting him breathe. The ball doing work because again, cannot convert off with another grab, but you can convert it when you spend the SSB on deck with no meter or no breakpoints on deck. This should be it for Icebound, as Nelu is going real close actually.
Right, Paradise found. We're going to get the ultimate skill there. Super even. Nice ultimate point blank and the clash of the DPs. But the throw from Icebound picked the fastest option, reacted to the clash, and survives.
They literally call each other out. It's like, I know you're going to walk up DP, so I'm going to DP back. And they actually clash is so crazy. They're already trying to reach each other, trying to go off the get off these dodges, going for bigger options. As Icebound once again, just keeping the toes and keeping it plus against Nelu.
Alright, that round win might be the power-up we need to see. Speaking of power-ups, double unique. Still at the ultimate just point blank, but Nelu's able to dodge, and now we're going to get a huge chunk of damage, getting closer to the SBA and going closer to 1-1.
Icebound on 100 meter. Nelu, meanwhile, also has 1 BP left, but no. And also 100 meter as the big slice comes out for Icebound and just run up with Das boot to the face. Nice. Icebound now ties it back up.
Oh, that was super stellar bounce back. Just found a way to just survive that onslaught, but a 2H anti-air counter hit. Nothing more from that, but it's going to put Icebound back in the corner, and Nelu's corner pressure, which has been extremely strong from Game 1 and Game 2, is back on display.
Especially you can see like the reversals coming out and the anti-air. So Icebound trying to change up the timing difference, but it's not working in this case. But they do find their way out as Nelu just trying to stagger out, but Icebound just playing the boozes back at him. But a big dodge will again keep them both in like this like weird range of like whoever hits wins.
That race so far has been in Nelu's favor. Icebound 1 BP left, but has a potentially almost an SBA. Gonna spend a little bit of the ultimate. And now it's back on the back foot. Has to be extra careful. No meter, low life, and 1 brave point to their name.
So now we get 1 hit, which is why again the run up, the tricky stuff on his face. Water ball, speaking of tricky, we're doing it one more time. The slide into the ball as Nelu going back onto set point once again.
Yeah, good recovery after game number 2. Icebound though does find the 6-6 out counter hit into 2M. Now it's their turn to put on that strong corner pressure. Has plenty of space for these fireballs. Ooh, gets the 2U. Small knockdown, nice lead in the back throw incident. Here we go.
It's going to work out. Nelu not like one be on the reports, gets back out there. And see, I love this fireball coming out from Icebound, just again calling out Nelu. Really trying to condition him in this like last game possible scenario. Once again, look till the fireball comes in, and Nelu's ready again.
Yeah, it's been ultimate per ultimate, back and forth. Nelu though, looking like going to be a round number 3, final game, final round potentially. Unless they can find something huge here. That EX is going to counter hit off the wall. Small conversion into the water stance.
Oh, and once again, Nelu keep trying to anti-air Icebound, but with the sword to the ground. They're both on set point. Last round for both these players.
Yeah, anything goes. Here is just the back and forth has been absolutely stellar. Alright, little projectile there. Up on Nelu's side, back to the water stance. Orb is good and finds the jump in as Icebound tried to fight it at the range, putting out their own projectile.
Really, Nelu with solid adaptation just coming out. All with the fireballs. Now we're going on another stance. Going for the safe jump. Ready, Nelu. Again, back to Earth. Again, Icebound is just jumping all over Nelu, just taking advantage of the reaction, and we do have 1 BP to spend to get back and get rid of Nelu's.
Yeah, very even on the BPs. Life is close as well. Nelu's going to spend 1 of them to get out of the corner. Gets the 2Us with the meaty fireball behind it. Anyone's game.
Indeed, especially when BP left, but Nelu is the one with 100%, so it actually come out. Icebound out with their last BP coming out. Another grab, the forbidden handshake not reaching. Icebound is so close, he's got the range advantage, but when Nelu through the fireball.
Inches. Projectiles out from both sides. Reaction Paradise Lost is going to hit.
It hits, it trades, but Nelu just unfortunately with not enough
characters here, as it's going to be Grimnir up against the tried and true Arrows Supreme. How do we get past this amazing zoning with one of the best mobile characters in the game?
Yeah, I'm really happy to see Megi with the Grimnir, because I know a lot of folks have had their opinions change about this Grimnir this past patch. I know Zane has been really talking about it, so I'm really happy to see. We still got the Grimnirs out there rocking with the roses, and again, we mentioned before, how are they going to get against the Queen of Arrows?
We'll find out. I like the options though. aRBy has to be very careful because once the orbs get set up and we have that mobility, it's super fast on how this approach is. You're already in the corner. This Petra looks limitless. There's the DP conversion as well.
Especially against the Megi, just already full swing and try to go in. Unfortunately, aRBy cannot get anything set up. They're just too slow. Once again, the orbs being set up, and Megi gonna dodge her around. Not even just going for all the orbs, just trying to keep aRBy on the toes. That looks for another reversal, but Megi already too fast on the draw. Takes them out. I believe that is a perfect. There it is.
Megi, or Megi, however you want to say it, has definitely got aRBy's number here. aRBy quick on the trigger on these Brave counters, as you think a Metera would be, right? If you leave that proper gap, it could explode and explode. And so far, nice air dash in. Megi getting some great damage here in the corner.
aRBy, unfortunately, just has to find just a single hit to keep Megi in control. Good dodge out of there. And as soon as the orb comes out, just send out the arrows because you do not want Megi to even touch a single one to get something started. But as I say that though, unfortunately, aRBy does have to get some space, but no. Again, but challenge works out this time.
Yeah, it's made room. That's been good. Finally get the butterfly out. There's going to be that Brave counter. Up back, ultimate arrow just to keep that all that room and try to keep Megi at bay. So far, so good. The Reina arrows as well, just sniping Megi from the skies.
aRBy does finally get the orbs out of their bright side, though Megi already finds their way in, and we are so close to the corner with those orbs on deck. Just goes fully spent for the butterflies to try to keep Megi out. But again, Megi too strong. The gates are open. The winds are. The tornado is strong. Should be building up. Actually goes for the OD for one more corner chance. aRBy with a solid reversal.
Did that perfectly. I was thinking that Megi jumping forward would have been able to avoid it, but just close enough to the corner that couldn't get quite past Metera, and was able to get that animation to tie up the rounds here. aRBy's a little more comfortable setting up shop. Hasn't whiffed any raging strikes like the first round, and gets a solid anti-air here as well.
Ooh, aRBy with adaptation. First round was just a button check right here. As again, you can see that Megi is spending all those ultimate skills just to get in, or at least in a setup. You can see right here with the orbs, but aRBy trying to get in this time doesn't work out in the challenges. That's again Megi going for another setup. Again, I've not seen Megi pass 80% of meter.
Oh, unfortunately, that drop on the EX is going to cost all this real estate. Although we find the ultimate tornado. And Megi finds her way back to mid-screen. It's even as it gets, another ultimate tornado strikes true. aRBy now losing slowly at this point. One good throw or mix is all it's going to take from Megi.
How about a solid dodge into the arrows there once again. Now Megi only at 16, so no he wants to come out just yet and calls Megi out trying something. aRBy gets the snipe on them and goes 1-0 already.
Oh my goodness, with the butterfly out, you had to be anticipating the arrows from downtown just so aRBy can activate that without a problem and try to keep that lockdown. You know, you don't have the luxury of being able to set up from full screen like that, especially when Metera is ready to go.
Unfortunately, just not finding their spot right there. As he just going in for drill already. Again, realize like, man, I don't want aRBy to set up anymore. Let's just go in. But as they say, that aRBy is we're happy to respond in kind.
Yeah, it's a much different aRBy from game number one. A lot more confidence, a lot more clean. It's getting a big counter hit confirmed as well. Gonna juice this damage. Has SBA available for the next hit. And this time it's Megi with the Raging Strike. That does actually kind of work out, but not so much.
aRBy's is a little cheeky. The double flow, like we're playing Marvel out here, but it catches Megi right there, and really still a great one again. Now aRBy onto set point already with, like you mentioned, the confidence coming out, the arrows coming out. aRBy, again, just preemptive with the arrows. Like, even if the orbs are out, no matter what, I'm going to start swinging. I'm going to try to get out of there.
Yeah, it's true, it's true. aRBy, though, back to the corner. Place where Metera is normally comfortable, but that quick hit into the EX is going to let Megi cash out the damage, get the setup, gets the grab as well. Looking like their round, and the double to avoid the reversal, just floating up high enough where that arrow can't strike. Megi trying to bring this back, 1-1.
Solid setup, Megi keeping themselves alive. Want to see what's up. Another opening, yeah. Just tries to side, but again, aRBy just keeping it out as much as he can. And again, the moment Megi has enough, they're gonna go OG, go for the break, go for the, or excuse me, As bright as I say that though, Megi just going for a full force run. Gonna push aRBy back into the corner. You said it was comfortable, but what if you get hit like that though?
Yes, this is where Grimnir can thrive. Not messing up the sequences here. Megi getting the ultimate to set up everything. But the reversal actually catches because Megi hadn't hit the ground yet. Wait a second, aRBy is back in the game.
Like I mentioned before, the butterfly's coming out, so you have to expect Megi to get ready to dodge some archery right now. Because again, the orbs on deck. I like it this time, Megi just being more patient this time, go for a full put themselves in the corner. Unfortunately, OD reversal does miss the mark, but so does aRBy. Grabs him back into the corner, and now aRBy's the one with the meter. It goes for a low, taps the toes into the arrows. This is gonna hurt.
I would spend, couldn't spend SSBA yet, but the assault, the double hop, gets right over the whiff grab as Megi. Too quick on the Lowain bros, who are finally here on courtesy of Tux. Excuse me.
But I say surely BLaggen with the Lucilius will take us back into salvation, take out Tux's Lowain. I'm speaking for the haters out there. I'm okay about Lowain. But we hop back into it. This is right into the corner. We can see BLaggen not taking that pressure, just already challenging all the way out. Already the 3 stacks as well.
Yeah, we're not going to end up like an EU tournament, so I don't expect to see 7 of them or 6 of them in the top 8, but Tux can do some damage, had some good runs last time I commentated. There's the HPA. BLaggen now, it's time to play the guessing game. So far, so good.
Yo, BLaggen got the bots on, dancing with all 3 homies, and it dodges. BLaggen's pretty good.
Hey, good response. Stand block. Oh, wait a minute. What a punish on the missile summon. Immediately just reacted with the ultimate and went right in. Heck yeah.
Talking earlier about just punishing your reactions. In this case, BLaggen is ready to punish Tux's reaction. You can see, obviously, going into this wasn't working. Tries to go for missiles, not happening. But again, BLaggen not laying the pressure. Tries to set up another cat plot, but again, not working. The Red Seal, though, finally gets a side switch, and they are out.
Alright, so let's see if Tux can manage this. Tried to jump this time, but the 2H counter hit is going to be really huge. We're getting that blade level up. Clean hit. We're not walking on the wake up. BLaggen just going to go for the SBA. Yeah, good spend.
Get out fully. This isn't dead. Tux may not be going for the opening. He actually just goes for the light on wake up to keep himself alive. Mom will not be available, but the corner is for Tux. BLaggen again has to eat the boy hugs.
Blocks to jump in after the setup here. Tuxo's got no life, so can immediately pop Mom to come through to help save the day. If BLaggen's not careful, it can finish him off, and there it is. The green orb of doom just does it like so.
You ever just hate it when you're just playing against a 3v1 and then you have to play a Mario Party minigame? That's what Tux been doing with this Lowain, and it's not great. BLaggen returning the favor in kind though with that damage.
Yeah, already got play level 2 this early on in the round. You know, it is much harder to get to level 5 and become an almost unstoppable force. But if anyone can do it, a 6XL from BLaggen can prove to you that they're the person to do so.
Yeah, Tux has unfortunately been being punished on the catbot setups from far away, so this switch should actually just stay up into the combos. Now when they go both, they get the BLaggen not afraid to release the VP out of them again. Tux just challenging with the lights to get them off and out.
Yeah, taking a not afraid to challenge. Tux has picked those spots, is gonna get the empty low with the bros behind and steals it away. 2 rounds to 1 in our first game.
Tux coming out strong. Let's see if they can carry it through. Let's see if BLaggen also just save us from the menace of the bros. Again, I like this setup BLaggen. Just, you don't Lowain for this. Trying for this and out the bros, but BLaggen has been challenging a lot of this and happy just not be passive in this match.
No, he's seen really great defense in all those spots. I mean, has been instant blocking, the 6-6H, picking some good moments. It's just Tux is managing to find as good of moments themselves and making the most of it.
Say that now BLaggen again, just 6ing their way out of there. Another cap that set up, and unfortunately Tux is the one to answer back. One more setup for the road. Good break from BLaggen. BLaggen not taking any hugs from Lowain or the bros.
Alright, this is their chance here. A lot of meter on their side. Almost played level 5 as well. Gonna spend the Spinneroonie. Gonna wait, try to bait a Brave counter. Nice defense from Tux, but the summon way too mistimed.
Yeah, solid from BLaggen, again, just not afraid to go challenge Lowain. We think of sometimes we see this big, slow character, but when you challenge it like this and you time things so well like that, even if you got hit, he was ready to try to challenge that upper bro.
Yeah, no, exactly, those little moments. Good calls. BLaggen's definitely got a lot of the match up, really memorized. I've been playing that super well, but the backdash does get hit by the 6-6H from Tux. Kind of walking away a little bit, waiting for the cooldown to come up on the brothers.
Tux also trying to run away, and again, light challenge to keep it alive. So Lux coming out with the parry coming off there, but BLaggen unfortunately catches Tux turning around with the karambit, puts him back into the corner once again. We have 50% meter, so one more mix-up should do it.
And not quite ready for the slidey. The first bro hits low. And that's going to put Tux on match point here. BLaggen's own Lucilius. But does find the slice and goes right through the brothers. No problem.
Dashing through the brothers is crazy. You are so smart, BLaggen. Get out of there. Not trying to find it. Unfortunately, tries to go under the bro, but Rockets are ready to meet you on the other side. As again, unfortunately, another low from the bro, catching BLaggen again. So BLaggen just trying to chop down that cat bot. Tux spinning deep to keep him in the corner.
Sancisco takes care of the brothers. Nice counter though on the projectile. Wake up buttons. BLaggen taking something out of Tux's book. It's gonna just cash out some great damage. High blade levels. Even going into the stance. Level 5 is imminent, and that's gonna be the biggest chance BLaggen has to take us to a game 3.
Enter about it. They're gonna answer with the bros. Are we gonna dance around once again? BLaggen, unfortunately, pressing a button already, spins it to the corner. Reversal does get blocked, and Tux will take that 2-0 over BLaggen for their game.
Oh boy. You gotta make my dyslexia flare up like this, Fran. It's like, hello? But okay, Yobu though, our second Grimnir of the day so far, and off to the races. Already using the ultimate into the setup with the jump light. We got all the fish in the world on the side of 2B, making me a little hungry.
Yeah, you know the stench is going around because Yobu like fanning it out there.
Well, I'm having salmon later this evening, so I'm already getting prepared. Just helping me prepare for my big meal. As we're going to see a big SBA on the side of Fran Sancisco.
Sancisco, unfortunately, going to grab it. Yobu already just still not taking the pedal off the metal right there. Again, I love the option. Excuse me, all of the calls, like you're definitely going for the Oki chain, so just jump it in. It's all call from Yobu there.
Oh, the Disrouser 660. Very nice option. Good choice there from the menu as Fran Sancisco busted out with the triple attack, but we're answering the projectile finisher with a nice tag special. Hell yeah.
Francisco trying to serve up all the damage right here, but Yobu not getting from that menu. Already serving up the 2B, or excuse me, the BP coming out. Already put him to the corner and fanning out that macro out there.
Hey, now this is such a great spot. The double jump to try to bait a reaction. Fran blocking, spending one brave counter, surviving a little bit longer, but this is all Yobu.
Yeah, you can see Fran just trying to jump out, press the big buttons to stay out there as Yobu once again jumping in. Unfortunately does hit by the follow-up. You know Fran is going to cash out, get themselves alive. Should not be dead, but with 3 BP down, Yobu is not looking tight in the situation after this.
Like you mentioned, it's huge, but they're okay. They just wake up light. Doesn't quite finish the job because Fran got some BP back, but wasn't ready to dodge. And Yobu survives game number 1.
Calling out Fran to no and just say like you're definitely gonna run away and try to call me out, but I'm challenging is crazy. So you can see Fran just going back in, just trying to set up one more setup as well, see how Yobu reacts. But this time they do block this time.
Okay. Yeah, again, we're choosing different options on defense depending, especially with such a life deficit. Gets a nice counter hit. It's only able to set up a couple of the seals to try to push forward. In the reversal. Okay. We catch the anteater. Nice.
see Fran trying their best to keep Yobu out of the air and away from these orbs. But well, again, Yobu, that is what Grimnir's special, man. Just try to find their way in as soon as possible. Fran once again trying to cook up Yobu, just spend it though. Does not care and just wants to be in Fran's face and throw him around.
Percival there with all this meter on Fran's side. There's a 2-2L, 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 and what's gonna win is the ultimate reversal from Yobu. Had enough of blocking these shenanigans and is now on match point.
Alright, Fran looking strong, but not strong enough to put Yobu out just yet. As they go in, now Yobu waiting up to set up a corner, even goes for the hole is Fran. Almost got caught up by the chain once again, but he recovers just in time. Yobu has setting up the chain, setting up the orbs, as Fran is just spending all they can to get out of there.
It's gonna be too little too late. They get the jump heavy, but too high to get a combo from. 2-2L again. Nice usage from Fran here, but gets caught by the immediate jump ultimate. Yobu finding the dash attack, has almost enough meter to finish the job here.
Yeah, it's gonna be right there, drop it, and finish it out. We're gonna serve up that fish on her back. We don't need to watch nothing. Yobu serving up a 2-0, pretty cold.
Victory.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I love to see a Beelzebub come out after a while. And I don't see too many of these like nowadays. There's plenty of Galleon, but unfortunately they try to go for the setup of Kiragaki, knowing that is already in their face, setting up the feathers.
Yeah, you already see the pressure strategy on display from Kiragaki, setting up a nice little jump, safe jump, kind of get around and add an extra pressure so you can force out more Brave points. But then as soon as we got a space and room, we're going to spend that EX dive just to add on a little more pressure and make neutral tricky.
Constantly trying to fight their way out of there. Finally finds a flying fight set up. That's a rock type against a flying type, so you know it's super effective for a quarter switch right here.
Yeah, more of that from B-Tatsu can be huge. And we're going to find the spin, another one as well, just trying to catch B-Tatsu encroaching.
B-Tatsu, they tried to challenge him, saw Kiragaki go for it, but unfortunately just not finding the sweep on that, and now once again Kiragaki goes one up as B-Tatsu just trying to set up, but Kiragaki just not letting anything happen.
Yeah, at that the distance range can be advantageous. You gotta still be careful as Galleon can set up the rocks to drop him on top of you. So Kiragaki's gonna be aware, and they were. The command grab denied, and the reversal denied right back.
They are swinging at each other. They're trying to grab each other, and they are switching sides with each other. Kiragaki once again, B-Tatsu trying to get a rock on the ground. Thankfully, they switch out in time. Now Kiragaki, B-Tatsu, one PP, another PP gone, rock into the face, and now we're going to go. We are going to spend the SPA to get that back and get rid of Kiragaki's last diamond.
I like that a lot from B-Tatsu. Has to set up a lot of the screen real estate getting covered, but not blocking our ankles. Kiragaki can bring this back with one more solid sequence. Gets to run up grab. Now it's guess for game.
And we're guessing now BP low for players. No one's got no diamonds on set. The rock type's going. Rock throw coming in. Sending in for wing attack. It's not happening. Kiragaki just trying to keep up. They both know they need one hit, so they're trying to send everything out of, but it's not happening. Flies in the air, but again hits with the rock toss. B-Tatsu coming back from that.
The cement shoes to bring Kiragaki back down, and then gets the counter hit 5U on the whiffed Unisonic. That's wild. Now B-Tatsu is in full control here.
Yeah, ever since now B-Tatsu's been blocking a lot of Kiragaki's dives, and now, like you said, the cement shoes to the cement hands on the air. Now Kiragaki's holding all this, but how long can they hold?
In the mix! Tried to jump away, maybe reading a possible command grab, but B-Tatsu just drops the rock and drops Kiragaki down, as B-Tatsu now has that lead despite how strong Kiragaki started the set.
Yeah, Tatsu's just clipping Kiragaki's wings, not letting him jump and get out of there. Yeah, so we are switching to the range game, but again, Tatsu's got the earthquake to catch up in those situations.
Yeah, and we'll see how can Kiragaki kind of turn the table with their defenses. I mean, the hard part is guessing correctly. Situations like this, where then you get smoked by the power-up of having the U skill, available, or sorry, the meteor ready to enhance the command grab. Oh, not again.
Not again. The rock's flying high. Tatsu at set point unless Kiragaki can finally take over this rock type advantage. But again, it's not looking good.
Yeah, really, really tough. As B-Tatsu is just in full effect. Can't stop the rock. Command grab immediately on Kiragaki's tech. And we're going to get that extra extension for some massive damage.
Yeah, do you smell what B-Tatsu's cooking? Because it's coming up real strong and the crowd is cheering for him. Kiragaki finally finds a jump out, but the reversal against their last attempt to fly in gets him killed. And B-Tatsu will go. I will have seen Dragalia come up against Narmaya. With the Narmaya, we try and shoot against BraveCreature Charlotta. Shout out to the DLC costume, by the way. Yeah,
I love it. Little ponytail. I mean, it's hot in the volcano, so they want to make sure they are extra comfy. And so far, BraveCreature put on that pressure. Even early round, baiting out a Brave counter with the strike into dodge shows you kind of this awareness that they're bringing to the table.
BraveCreature just keeping in stagger pressure, trying to keep it open. Like I said, trying to open up Dragalia, but does get out. Traps in the frame once again, and now Dragalia just keeping it tricky, goes for the instant over and catches him right there. We have everything, and more with 100% meter. This should be a simple kill, bearing no drops.
Oh, absolutely. That damage, even with all your crystals, does not matter off that counter hit sequence. Dragalia, all they needed was just a foot in the door, and they bust right through. BraveCreature now has to try to bounce back from that reversal.
Yeah, we can talk about a lot of players and a lot of characters, but Dragalia is especially the one you don't want a single drop against because they are happy to get go off of him and turn it back on. As we see, BraveCreature just trying staggering out so Dragalia. Any attempt they try to get out of there is stuffed.
Yeah, but we saw this in the first round. Dragalia found a way, just like so, gets this moonsault, and now BraveCreature in the corner, eating all this damage. Once more is going to be eating the pressure, but with a nice jump, as any Charlotta player is ready for.
Exactly. Going in to catch out Super as well. Go down Dragalia. They both go up 1-up in this first game. Happy to see it. Training, like, it's as simple as sometimes just jumping on and landing that overhead, right? That's what's finished out both of these rounds already.
Yeah, but Dragalia finally gets an early start this time. Although BraveCreature answers right back. Dash up, gets the shimmy with the back dash. Nothing huge, but this should be it with a lot of EXs available.
Yeah, another just bug. Full cash out from BraveCreature to get Dragalia down to another BP. Dragalia is coming up on that meter though, but BraveCreature makes them guess and they guess wrong with reversal. A super reversal, if you will. And thankfully, BraveCreature does block it. Goes 1-up in the game, in the set.
And the moments like that is what dictates so much of the pace, and BraveCreature is just showcasing that they can make those reads on offense. It's going to make Dragalia second-guess themselves, but looks like Dragalia, unafraid, challenging with the wake-up buttons on both sides, actually, and gets the Crescent Moon EX again. BraveCreature gets a hand in the blender.
Simple, slash him out. It's going to be really close. BraveCreature, what is the check? Unfortunately, nothing is written. You won't cash on anything as Dragalia takes that. We're fighting back right now.
You love to see it. If we can get an extended set between these two, be fantastic. As now BraveCreature inching away, inching Dragalia to the corner, and then finds the spin. 2-2M as well.
BraveCreature just try to keep it really simple. Again, the stagger pressure will not stop for them. Into Dragalia with a solid dodge of the OD ball catch. Does block the blue crescent, but unfortunately does not block in their face. Dragalia, this should be a solid catch up. But no, goes for the setup one more time. Oh! The instant crescent again. Dragalia with that goes 1-1 in the set.
Yeah, I love that. Set it up so well. Has on the wake up has threatened definitely a lot of like frame traps or a frame code to throw, and now it's just saying, hey, you're kind of free to this, so I'm just gonna keep going for the Crescent Moons, and I will enjoy this advantage that I built up right now.
Yeah, a lot of things. BraveCreature was swinging a lot, but unfortunately swinging too much as again the Crescent Moon will take Dragalia to set points.
And the one time that BraveCreature tried to reversal out, it got blocked and died from it, so it's gotta just be content to hold down back. Dragalia's not really gone to the throw well. When they do, it's been on defense, and they've been eating big whiffs.
Oh, speaking of whiff, that does catch out another big whiff on the DP attempt. Dragalia put him back on the west coast right here, and maybe go for another setup, or we can finally cash it out. We are going to cash it out right here.
Oh my goodness, the restand into damage. Went for the setup, this time we're blocking until we're not!
Unfortunately for BraveCreature, that is another big mistake from the Crescent Moon. And now they do have to eat this as well with a full cash out. This was the Lonnie final sliver. Will finally take out BraveCreature, and they will go 2-1 in this game. Generous. We have another game coming up. Inspector and Praise being generously showing us this next match as we go against the Percival against the Cag.
Pick 2, Vigil, 7-0. Have a nice day. He's got a blemish on their record now, 6-1. So at the top, there's only one player with the perfect record so far. Wow.
Let's see if Inspector and Praise can make their way up there and play spoiler as we head back into it. Praise already getting strong. Inspector pushing the corner, but already takes them out. And now we set the Cag step we know and love her for.
You know, we have the rare Percival character that's kind of been pushed out in a lot of ways because other folks have the functions that you might like more than Percival, but none are quite as gallant, quite as charming. Inspector's making it count so far, but the run-up teleport from Gray is going to connect.
Thankfully, it does fall out right there. Inspector, as mentioned, just needs Grays with no points left. Just needs one big hit as it goes for the DP onto the statue. Does find it as Praise just holding it back. He needs one more opening Inspector, but they are so strong with the defense.
And the low Praise not holding down back. Inspector will take those and take that first round.
I do like this, like you mentioned. I like the Percival pick because you saw when Praise was in the corner, Inspector was able to put down the flame carpet, and that really chipped the Praise out to get them into a good situation. So I say that though, if there's some things that other can't do, it's Percival's carpet.
True, sometimes you gotta let him cook. But, you know, we have a character that can set stuff and forget stuff just the same. But Praise is not really being given that opportunity.
Especially with these challenges from Inspector, just not falling for any teleport shenanigans and just fights their way out of there with a big ol' hit. Don't even cash out. We're gonna melt that gold and take the first game.
Well done from Inspector. They are 2-1 so far, so they got a lot of catch-up to do right here in Paragon Line as they weather the storm, but they get tossed for their troubles, and we have the Mehan there to get the strike and a little bit of a damage.
Comes the onslaught of Praise offense, but again, the big button from Inspector does catch out Praise once again. Now we get the stocks up and set up, block the statue, get away just in time. Now here's the thing that we talked about Inspector, right? They got the long sword, but they just need one big hit. That's why you see Praise just trying to get in their face a little more.
Far so good. For Inspector though, gets the 2U into a little bit of projectile, the throw as well, and now Praise stuck in the grill.
Oh, thankfully Praise is not getting cooked out just yet as the carpet comes out one more time. Like it's like burnt hair as Inspector is just setting all the flames up for just one chip head out of Praise, but a big hit finds him right there, and Praise should be cashing out to take him down and not go down.
Oh, that was so risky. Daring Inspector to try it. Knowing that chip was on the table, Inspector instead pressed his own button, got blessed for it.
Now hold Inspector down, put him back in the office, let him see how he's going to fight his way out, discover it. His Praise. Again, not letting Inspector out, just not setting up anything to just finally try to get him locked down, but Inspector does find the way out.
Oh no! Got caught in the mix, but the problem is Praise kept himself in the corner after that. Does spend a brave point to enforce some damage here. Trade sides as well. We're even charging up the unique skill just to make sure Inspector's stuck in jail.
Spectre being too close to the sun to this case. Just catch him out, and now Praise with one more step. Goes for the grab, actually. Goes for the grab to put him chip range. And once again, Spectre returning the favor on the challenge. Put him in the corner, but Praise just wakes up and challenges him back. And they go 1-1 in the set.
Yeah, that's the level of confidence I love to see. Inspector trying to make a backdash play, maybe catch a whiff throw, but Praise said, it doesn't matter. I got a life plate, I got a reversal. And now Inspector's on the back foot.
Yeah, unfortunately their foot is also getting caught. Praise with the trap, goes for another side switch. Inspector able to challenge it. You can see again, the challenge is coming up, but Praise keeping it so tight, but just takes one. Just takes one.
Over the bar, catch the reversal too early on the Brave counter. Raging Strike gets punished, and now it's a guess. The walk back couldn't shimmy.
Pressing buttons, the Brave counter does get called down. Praise with all the meter world and more. You don't need to watch what happens because you're going down. Praise is now on set point.
Not all Brave counters are built the same. That whiff, especially against the spacing from Praise, was immaculate. A lot of characters are harder to Brave counter than others. The wake up back throw, if you're Inspector, you are just fuming. As Praise does not give two licks about your pressure or offense.
Thankfully, they get a little summer leaf and jumping out. Good dodge from Inspector, forcing Praise to BP out of there.
And the classic throw mix, getting the instant air teleport on the wake because Inspector was not quite ready. Damage is going to be cashing out here. One more setup after here is going to be all it takes for Praise to take this set.
Ooh, it's going to take one more as again, Inspector. Fortunately, I see all this because it's so tight. What a big call out, but no, what a second big call out, but unfortunately it's not, it's called right back. Praise will go 2-1 against Inspector. We're already out of there.
Victory.
Yeah. Speaking on top, we're back with another source from Dragon going against Cheetah's own uses. Make sure that's not too confusing for folks out there. So we head right back in. Cheetah, just like other uses, you're just already trying to keep it strong against Dragon, not letting them run away. Just keep the grenades going.
Yeah, it's cool to see Cheetah here for the Paragon line. Always entering so many major brackets and cosplay as well. Name Cheetah, but never playing her. And Dragon right now of Montreal, the wrong time dodge gets blasted. As I guess we started with Eustace versus Soriz, and now we're back at it with two different players.
That's it, which is I'm happy to see if they're going to play it differently as Dragon already just in their face, staggering just a wee bit, even going for the cheeky bonk on the noggin to see how Cheetah is going to react. But Cheetah does finally, well, no reversal, just challenging.
Hey though, 6-0. The counter as well into the mediums, close enough to the corner for that extension. We have SBA, we're going to spend it with the link for max damage. Nicely done from Dragon so far.
But Cheetah has more chance to get out of there. The offensive break on that. Catch him forward with a double slide. The slip inside to catch Dragon off guard.
Okay. And the block though! Dragon doesn't get the kill. Had the counter hit, but didn't quite finish the job. There's the throw. Cheetah's still in it. Never mind, she's out of it.
The big boot finds it. The big boot takes and the big boot gives away. But thankfully it takes Dragon up for another round as Cheetah fighting back as she goes in. Another grenade starter, but Dragon already going coast to coast with his Soriz.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing again once more. The pressure, but we have our ultimate skill just to try to make things work out. Bust out with the whip on the rat race. And then the overhead into throw. You just gotta be careful. They're running low and almost out of gas.
But the gas is not running out of Dragon. The grenade gets tossed out, but Dragon challenges that right back at her. Dragon does go 1-up already.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Super good bounce back here. As once more, Dragon is a monster. Okay, we're getting cute. We're playing. I thought we're playing Granblue. This looks good to gear Exerd. Elfelt tossing the grenade out, getting the roll. Huge lead.
Absolutely, and just like folks from playing those days in Exerd, we were just trying to keep this and not get blocked. But unfortunately, Dragon does again Get another big hit, and already on the blocking, and puts Jita back in the corner on the east side, which is why she's just trying to throw these grenades to keep the dragon in check.
I like the fast grenades as well, just to make that space. And so far, so good. Jita, green grenade. Pressure's on. Chip is coming out too. It's going to be a guess for Dragon. And finds the EX into the SSBA. Runs right into a 5 heavy, but if Dragon got any closer, that could have been coins.
No, seriously. With a big button to keep Dragon back. I guess he's 6 feet away. We're going to breathe in out here. Dragon, once again, just staggering the buttons and staying plus. Keep Jita forcing finally a Brave counter out.
I like that too. Brave counter into the blue rat race. There's the red. Gonna hold that, and we whiff in to get a nice combo counter hit. Jita again, back in control. Not with the lead yet, but he's gonna eat half of Dragon's meter, and now he's all the way in to try to tie this up 1-1.
Let's come after Jita right there, but unfortunately you're too close and we're still playing a fighting game as Dragon once again just finds another low. Jita fortunately tries to find something, but she did not get anything out. And now we're just in that situation, the strike throw range. Jita forcing the break grenade out. Does call out the reversal from Dragon and will take back a game against them.
Nicely done, especially there. We saw that Dragon is comfortable throwing out ultimate reversals, trying to get through, especially in a way that can steal that last round, but knowing that you have the grenade on gives Jita that extra wiggle room to just kind of wait it out.
See how Dragon responds in time to whip one right there. After again, now Jita just more willing to reverse in the center of the screen because does not want Dragon to push him back into the corner. And again, just Dragon just eating all these bullets and it's working out.
But ultimate punch. Big equalizer here, we're going coast to coast. Now if you're Jita, you gotta be extra careful. It doesn't bite on the backdash. Use that brave counter well, but it's a 5 heavy into the reversal. Super's gonna hit. There we go. Full animation 2. Jita, 1 round away from taking the set against Dragon.
Oh, that was so close. Jita finally finds her way out. Just enough on that SBA on as well. And now Jita on set point against Dragon is just going for the boot to just see how Jita is going to fly away. And Dragon, again, they're challenging more even with the grenade on deck. He's not afraid to go against Jita's pressure.
Oh, got a punish. Nothing big from there, but at the very least, a lot of cooldowns on the side of Jita. Dragon's going to use the EX. Run up 2-2-U, get the refund, get the damage. This is going to Hoyt. And the back walk into the throw could have killed with the whiff punish. But Dragon giving Jita a chance.
Unfortunately for them, for Dragon, Jita with the solid step on the combo, on the grenade. The mind games are in for against this gorilla. Give orange, give me you, give all that damage. Jita gonna go 2-1 against Dragon.
It may be too soon since Monday when I last commentated online, but we get a fresh one here with Fran, EX from Ultra Duck going against Rock Soriz. So our third Soriz, but we get some of the captain.
Yeah, the Captain rocking the brand new moveset. Even I will admit, sometimes I don't see enough of this, so I'm really happy to see how Ultra Duck will do against this. But unfortunately, we do know what Rock and Soriz wanted to do, and just be Ultra Duck's face, which is decide the Captain is just running away right now. DP Captain, so now Ultra Duck just catches out now, but thankfully the Captain does find another jump and forces Rock to get out of there. But you're in throw range, man. You can't be going against the one martial artist in this game.
Yeah, the back throw just planting the Granix into the ground. Gets a 668 and a small confirm here. Plus frames, the walk back just to challenge. Ultra Duck in a tough spot. Gets the jump out, but he gets counter hit by 6XL.
Ooh, challenge, and Ultra Duck decides to call it quits right there. In the grab. Rock running all the way onto it to try to call up that DP. Does come out at the end, but again, we are in throw range on Rock. And again, simple low is going to take him out already. Rock with a quick 2-0 already.
Yeah, this might be one of the fastest matches as both players are just at each other's throats. This is just 2 menaces. And it's understandable, right? This is not the Grand that's just throwing fireballs at a distance. No, he's designed to get in and party hard. Nice response with Rock, using the unique skill to absorb the cross-up. Ultra Duck has lost so much life already.
Yeah, again, they keep trying to challenge in. That's not the real Link, man. You can't just be fighting those monsters. You gotta be careful because Rock is gonna call you out once again and then go one game away from this set.
Battle 2.
Oh, live by the DP, die by the DP. This Ultra Duck is just letting it rip like a Beyblade. Gets to jump in too early. Double jump as well. Rock is not anti-airing normally. Just happy to absorb these jump-ins and power her up.
Yeah, like surely Ultra Duck will learn their lesson this time, but they finally do learn this time. Another low catching out. We are finally seeing the Grand X online, and we do have a meter to spend to get this started. Rock now going down one, not too far, but they just need one big hit, right?
Ooh, we're busting on negatives. Ultra Duck didn't hit the light afterwards. We had the pop-off. 6-6 solo. Gonna get to confirm with the EX here. Not enough to finish the job, I think. So you gotta watch out for whatever Rock's plotting.
Probably find something. They have the chip to their name. Got some salsa roll with the wake up frames, but we're gonna wake up one more time with the DP. Live by the DP, die by the DP. Ultra Duck is looking alive though.
That's like the wrong player to try to set up the unblockable, as they literally most every round they've lost was wake up uppercut, like you mentioned.
Thankfully, we'll have more than just uppercut as the Grand EX finally coming online again. Just keep him rocking in the corner. Look how much damage Rock is right down. Only 20 seconds in this game.
This is the turnaround. You gave Ultra Duck a chance. This ain't no regular Duck. This is Ultra Duck as they go 1-1. Both players are just menaces with how they're just taking their approach. And sometimes you want to just wild out. You might not be like super close to the top of the ladder. You might just be crabs in a bucket, bringing each other down with your shenanigans. And hey, that's fine.
Crabs are pinching at each other against Rock again. Just wow. Goes for the aRBy and says like nah. Goes for boot and says nah. Just depending on like what is happening, Raph? They're actually swinging at you like crabs.
I told you. They're both in the middle. They have a tough road to catch up to the top, so might as well just throw caution to the wind and put on a show as Rock's gonna go on match point.
I didn't even see Rock's name. It's Rock or Raw Rock. See, never give up on Rock. They're going in strong. The murderous intent indeed, as again, we are just swinging at each other. We are swinging for the fences. Again, Ultra Duck, they are playing Relink. They are just trying to hit the monster, put that HP bar to 0.
Yeah, I just want to hit my cool combos on stream. That's it. Neutral, I don't care. I just want to get big punch, big throw, and a big lead. Wake up buttons, hold on. Block, just right around, it's gonna pop. Let's see if they can hit the unblock this time.
Old man on the bathing suit coming through strong, but Ultra Duck, they can find some extra right there, but we tap the toes. Old man's not ready for those reactions. Ultra Duck now also on set point. We are last round.
aRBy, you don't wear no shoes. You get your toes stepped on. The DP is not a real DP anti-air, but it's still good to connect as Rock walks right into it.
Speaking of walking, just walking elbows to the face. Ultra Duck does land the grab one more time. Now we're seeing this. Now we're seeing the reversals come out sooner than later because, again, we want them to be on the West Coast here.
Right? Unique skill. Finally, we block the errant DP. Rock gonna take this to the bank. It's got SBA available as well. Here we go. This damage is immaculate. Oh my gosh. Guess for game.
Oh wait, DP? Okay, we're waiting to hold out just yet. Doesn't go for the armor. Just need one toe tap against Rock and then blocks the reversal. Catch him out. Rock will take that back and go 2.
So 2023 was the last vanilla Granblue.
Okay, so let's see. But unfortunately, Vira's not in vanilla, so happy to see her right here on aRBy against Frasky right there with the Belial. Vanilla Belial. They're not go too crazy as we head back into that Belial gameplay we love and see.
Yeah, again, more uniques here, and a lot of people like Vira, like you mentioned, and Mir, who's chilling, doing whatever. Biggest Vira fan I know. aRBy's doing a good job of it here so far. Hasn't transformed quite yet, but the damage has been done. Frasky finds a big hit. He's going to try to go as far as he can in his combo.
Yeah, Frasky already just dodging the L's, dodging all this stuff. Some aRBy is trying. Already carrying to the East Coast as well. He even tried to go cheeky grab right there, but aRBy already ready. Blocks reversal, gets a slash, and now one more step. I hope that was on purpose. That's crazy.
Oh, that was definitely on purpose. Using that ultimate at the perfect space. Frasky getting sliced up, diced up, getting that round to aRBy.
The bell coming in, does land at this time. No dodging when he got the wings out. And now aRBy again to the corner. And we're going to see one more setup. Or possibly even go for a cheeky grab.
Ooh, almost had the perfect opportunity there. Maybe thought that was going to combo to get the command grab. But still, almost 100 meter. The jump in though is going to catch a whiff. And a big chance here for Frasky to turn this around.
See the situation coming out. The aRBy is just trying to get the setup on the bear as much as possible. It doesn't land. But he just goes for the raw transform. It does land, get Frasky off. And speaking of which, the fairy does find him on the right side as well. This should be a solid cash, and now one more hit should take him down right there. aRBy takes the first game.
Yeah, that transformation and the post setup afterwards meant so much to Frasky. Not being like, it's not that they're being too overzealous, it's just aRBy is taking these risks and they're cashing out so far. It's paying off. That one game lead looking good here. Frasky gets caught, trying to reach. And it's aRBy is going to teach. Nice sequence here. Next setup can be a big hit into another super.
The lessons on from aRBy teaching Frasky how to reversal and get out of there in time. But now it's Frasky's turn to set up on the pressure. Go for OD, but aRBy just actually backing out. Again, just trying to see how Frasky is going to just swing to their face and try to get in.
Alright, nope. Classic 6XL. Can find the close 5Ls. Gonna do a little bit of scaling here, but we're going to let out the SSBA anyway. Take away, I like this idea. Help make a comeback. Take away 2 of the Brave crystals. Make your damage a little bit higher. What can we do?
Trying to go for another one as aRBy goes for a big whiff DP. Frasky, the shimming finally finding their mark, and Frasky goes back and showing some life right now.
All according to Genkaku. Genkaku needs plan.
And all according to aRBy's plan, the DP off the instant fair does come out right there. But unfortunately, Frasky, again, just the challenge of aRBy too strong. We set him up and push him back to the corner, and aRBy not really going for any like transformation or cheeky grabs, just trying to call and punish Frasky for swinging buttons.
And the one grab they did try, I saw it got DP'd, so aRBy is going to have to just probably stick to the super. If they can find that hit. Instead, though, it's going to be a 2M to the side swap. Here comes Frasky. They got a good chance here. We got to see. Are they going to block the SBA from aRBy to let it rip again?
Ooh, may not have to worry about that if you land the command grab right there, but I think out just in time. Now aRBy again just swinging out, trying to first set up, doesn't block the reversal. aRBy blocking the noggin. Another catch out, but unfortunately the fairy does get frisky right there. Now one more good grab, good break. Now aRBy again just trying to find to chip Frisky out.
So got a Slippery F's, not going to be ready for the chip out quite yet. Nice backdashes here on the side of Frasky. 6XL one more time. DP blocked. Getting the punish. Not huge though. Didn't spend the resources. An ultimate skill could have been huge there.
And this big, huge swing from aRBy does work out. Gets past the projectile. Now they are on set point to take Frasky down.
Oh, Frasky had these opportunities. Light DP is not going to go punished. But aRBy is going to find a little hit. Covering our setup here and gets a command grab. Free transformation. Now it's time for aRBy to cook.
Unfortunately, the blood coming out of Frasky is going to be real solid right here. Now, once again, get the setup. It does get blocked. Frasky does show some life. Gets in the corner. We should be spending out here. We want to get those BCs back and get rid of aRBy.
So this is where Frasky can show if they are made of sterner stock. Triple attack's going to get pushed back immediately into the cross-up. Good defense here from Frasky. Holding the fort. A 2H is going to make its mark, but that EX from aRBy is going to be able to seal the deal. 2 games to none as Frasky could not. All right. Ask and thou shalt deliver. Chara, this one is for you. And not only that, we got Red Stage and Red Versusia for maximum BM.
Oh no, is this the Leffen tech? We just run orange on orange.
Valid strategy, but also valid to say, hey, you know what? Don't do that. Pick another card you can stage, please.
Yeah, we're burying the pan still, actually, so we can't do that. But we can hop back into his ring text, is solid, rocking into Versusia. Already keep it strong. We talked about side switches earlier with the Vira. How about it with ring text's own Versusia? Unfortunately for them, Liver is all ready to switch out to get the Fairy Yarn started.
Counter hit heavy, going right into it. Gets the command grab for our transformation, hold our bar, and now hold this pressure.
We talked about swinging earlier in these last few games. I'm happy to see some more winging coming out. Ringtex doesn't call out on the double flip pad. He comes it up. Beam coming out as Live Warrior, just poking out Ringtex to find an opening.
Alright, mix it up, make some space. We get the extension, the unique as well, and the 6/6L. Gonna need a full sequence here. Should be able to finish potentially if we maximize our restand damage. Not quite.
Unfortunately not. Tex actually does. Once one more on the deck. Live Warrior, BT, two left, just catch it in the corner. Now Ring Tex has nothing to go against Live Wire's Oki Brave Punish right there. Solid call from Live Warrior.
Yeah, Ring Tex not ready for Wake Up Dodge, the meaty Raging Strike, and then the crossover. Neutral jump gets blown up, and now Live Warrior back in control.
We're talking about Ring Tex, unfortunately. Holding down back a little too long, watching Live Warrior walk in their face, but thankfully you swing out just in time. Live Warrior gonna be back in the mid screen, and the right where Ring Tex wants them.
Oh, what a trade though. Now Ring Tex on the back foot. Gets a hit into EX. Nice extension as well as we have the power of the power up SBA. It's gonna make a big notch of damage, and now it's a guess for game scenario again. There's the grab and there's the finish.
Yeah, fortunately. That's the grab, the classic grab setup. The Fear comes out, and now you have to wonder if they actually go for the grab. Although you should think about that, especially because, you know, they don't have the buff. And they have the buff situation, so it's less likely to come out. So you head back to the next game already. And this time, Ring Tech is pressing the buttons to keep a Live Warrior out.
To you. There's the extension with the 2-1-4. Pushing it in. Good blocks on all the Brave counters as now Live Warrior running out a lot of those resources. May try to get Q with it. This actually spends them all. Although, we find the extension in the middle screen. This damage is immense.
Also mental damage as well as Live Warrior, unfortunately, has to get cut down. Live Warrior, no BC, is looking strong right there. Ring Tech, enough to get out of there. The train jumps in, but not enough. Live Warrior again. Poking at Ring Tech to find one opening. That's all they need right here.
This time the anti-air almost had it there just in case. Clash is good. 2U connects. And now it's guess for game for either player.
Warrior again. They're coming out. Ring Tech brings down the pillar, brings down the hammer of dawn, but the slow into the touching the toes catches down. Now Live Warrior on set point. After all is said and done, our Versusia Master is falling by the wayside. Finds a sneaky grab in between. Pressure's looking good. The overhead's there. The jump out though. Chance here for Ring Tex, but Live Warrior being powered up. It's gonna make this so hard. Live Warrior just wants to get around Ring Tex as much as possible. Try to take advantage of how slow she is. Though we're gonna get the big ol' hit, heel to head, to get the pillars started, but unfortunately, maybe another fireball finally takes Ring Tex out just in time. But how about return the favor back and the Brave down again? This should take him out easy peasy. Let's see how you like it, bucko. I love that. Run up Raging Strike. Live Warrior has to stay strong though if they want to finish this and stay on top and get this set 2-0 as Ring Tex is getting comfy. Yeah, so Live Warrior sending the fairy out to try to play the neutral for them. As Ring Tex now back in the corner eats another grab, just staring at Live Warrior's hand. Does force out the OD reversal. It does work out this time. Okay, big steppy and a big block. Whoa. But the anti-air even better. We dropped the sequence though. That was so much damage on the table. Yeah, no, Live Warrior happy to take advantage. Raintex does get dropped out just in time. The walk up, not walking up this time. You catching these 4 hands right now. Live Warrior now at 50%. Yeah, just goes for a full cash out onto pushing to the corner. Now Live Wire. Now it's timely time to get the Pillar and Fireball out.
Hanky blocks. Chances here, though, we're close to a game 3 potentially. There's the 1 Brave counter, 2 left, but it gets a jump in. Enough to kill. Hold on.
Oh, gets him over the head. Raintex, unfortunate, just holding down back for a little.
Again, this is a 1-to-3 match to see who will advance more in the loser side. And already, round starts 6-6-0. Another fine selection there from Yobu.
Yeah, Tubby already tries to swing out, and Yobu, despite being a rush down character like he's showing right now, does still have a giant lance and try to see if Tubby tries to respond. And again, we're going for one more reset, and Tubby, just unfortunately, is holding all of it.
Not holding anymore. The reversal swing is the start of something beautiful. Gets a throw into the corner there, but the mash out from Yobu. Another excellent choice to take that round.
The classic lights into the confirm of the big button. Nothing beats that. See how it's been this game. Tubby, unfortunately, not a great start for them, but the start of the new round already sends out the Dragon Pet. Just keeps going and trying to lock down Yobu to not set up anything.
Might just be one of those matchups where it's just all momentum, one way or the other. You're seeing right now is Tubby's making short work. Gets the F-150 for that knockdown, powering up the Dragon Gate as well. And all Yobu can do is sit and stare.
Yeah, Tubby just sending out the Digimon, man, or the Pokemon if you prefer. Casting down everything as Yobu. Just holding it back, and we just spam quick attack in their face, and it does eventually work him out, and Tubby landed a perfect there.
7 golden ladders. This is what I like to see. I mean, it's very uneven on rounds in terms of it's one side or the other, but I think as they start getting more comfortable with each other, it'll become a little more even here. And now Tubby back into that corner again, but just find the DP out and make some space.
Yeah, you can see that DP doing double work. Not only is getting him out of the corner, but also catching out Yobu in that situation, which puts him in the mid-range right here. Because again, they just fly out of Yobu's airspace and does keep himself grounded.
This choreography is kind of pretty great. I like how they're just dancing around. We get the 6-6H and armor through the poke. Another F-150. Gonna get much more Dragon Gauge here as Tubby's sitting on a nice lead until gets kicked in the chest.
Yeah, now Yobu is sitting on those 4. Not decide to spend it just yet. Just get one more setup. Tubby go for the dodge. Thankfully, he's gonna add dodge as well. As Yobu again, I like these orb steps in their face to try to call out Tubby anything for any DP attempts, but fortunately, gets called out there.
What a 6-6. What? A stand H. Got the proximity, got the counter hit slowdown, enough to finish the job as Yobu just found a gap, rolled the dice, and just hit right on there.
Yeah, especially hitting on as the laser beam comes out from the Dragon. Once again, pulling back in corner, but this time Yobu is the break, slap Zoe out of there. Once again, we're challenging Dragon against Spear, and right now Yobu is the one coming on top.
Okay, just a little spin, but doesn't cancel it. With the seal to keep going, then we backdash the BC. Not a huge combo from there, but at least Tubby has that corner pressure. Very good timing for, as I say that, Yobu gets out.
Yeah, do you see that, like, just minor holdback from Yobu? I don't know if it's purpose or not, but it did cause Tubby to flinch and just get hit for it and let Yobu take the first round of the second game.
Alright, I just want a little bit of tears. Tubby gets to TP on the other side. Try to push Tobu away a little bit, but with low Dragon Gauge. And okay, never mind, just going to charge full screen, giving Yobu a chance to set up.
Yeah, no, seriously, just getting out there this time, realizing Tubby just going back, just gets in their face one more time. You can see now Tubby with the full backdashes to try to catch at Yobu's brave counters, but not happening in this game, as we're just tap dancing around Tubby to just push him into the corner. Tubby fighting back though.
Oh, try to kick a dragon. It's going to not end well for you as Tubby once more having good presence here. Even DPing over the projectile. And Yobu starting to spend those brave counters.
Dragon's going to one, so they are just trying to hold back. Let's see if they actually just go back. The Dragon meter is almost gone if they're not too careful. There it is. It does go away. Now Yobu's turn to strike, which is why Tubby spends that last brave counter.
Now they're in a tough spot. If Yobu finds that one good hit, it could just turn everything around. Is going to power up. Interesting option here. What can we do with it, Captain? Ooh, hold on.
Find him on the head. That's what we're going to find, Raph. That's how we're going to get this started. We have no brave counters on deck, no diamonds, just all cut down. Does fall down right there. But Yobu just needs one more hit on the left side to finish him off to go 2-0 in this game.
Man, I can't think of when the last time I saw anyone like succeed with the Grimnir install, but that was just enough for Yobu to just find that last sequence, taking advantage of Tubby having no more brave points.
Yeah, man, the bullying's got to start somewhere, and it's going to start with Yobu again, finding another hit right there. You can see Ultimate Tornado's coming out. They just know that the space game, Tubby's going to be winning out of the situation. But if you drill in like that, then Tubby's going to fuck and answer back.
Tubby's been getting some good leads, just not, again, closing out. Seems to be the hard part. We get our EX Rekka, going to maximize damage here, SBA, just to tie on a little more.
Definitely, especially with now Dragomir still down. Yobu also with only one diamond left on the west. We are getting a 100-meter back left in time. Tubby does land on the left side. Down just in time. Now Yobu, Tornado's just pushing Tubby into the corner. Does not want Dragon back up, but it's back up right now.
Little backdash, just try to enforce an error, but a good choice for the BC. If anything, it just pushes Yobu a little bit away and makes it so Tubby has to do a little less to finish the job. Everyone brave counter. Who's gonna win?
Oh, it's gonna be Yobu winning that out with a direct overhead dash into a grab. Now they are on set point and wants to send Tubby home with no dubs on the board.
Yeah, getting into a brave counter war against your opponent when you have such a lead, recipe for disaster. Now Tubby has to find a miracle here if they're gonna try to bring this back from a huge deficit they're in right now.
Yeah, like I said of Yobu, you see Tubby again trying to call out any reversals, but it's not happening. So Yobu knows that Tubby is going to be backdashing, trying to call him out there. But right as I say that, though, the Dragon is not backdashing. They're going straight into their face.
All right, Tubby, you have everything in the palm of your hand. What can you do? You can just DP in his face. Okay, that's a hell of a call out. And maybe will it be enough, though, to turn the tide?
Yeah, Tubby calling out with the DP coming in, and also DP going in as well. As Yobu gets the hit as Tubby unfortunately blocked into the tornado. Now you can see off of that, just Yobu is just slowly but surely pushing Tubby into the corner with these block strings.
Double DP. Tubby's staying fast and loose. This is a different side. The switch up could be what changes everything. Stick 6H though, not enough armor to bust through.
Yes, all call from Yobu there, catch out, let the storm rock as they do fall on the other side of Tubby's shield. And once again, we are on the East Coast to watch all these castles, and we're gonna head to the skies, but not through the wind.
Hey, what's more? Tubby with the life lead. With a small counter hit. Dragon starting to put in work here, but we're out of the gauge. We get the Clash win, and we got the Clash war done. Tubby on the board. 2-1 though for Yobu, but a breadstick is the start of something great.
Yeah, we said before, we said it again. Every win starts with one win, and once we go in, Yobu again. aRBy Tornado catch Tubby's own DP. They put it back in the corner, and I believe Seals are coming up in just a second, so they just hold down the string to keep Tubby blocking.
All right, hold on. Now Yobu's finally got momentum back on their side here. And a good brave counter though. Go back to mid-screen. Now Tubby can just try to push Yobu back into the corner. So Yobu's got a lot of meter and opportunity to fight this out.
Yeah, definitely, but unfortunately not looking too good right now. It's looking a little grim near these attacks as Tubby once again is just falling for a DP. They do have a bit meter left, but again, that life lead is going to become such a big factor. Drop
kick, but don't worry, the 5L Stops Tubby's approach. Yobu back on match point. Trying to finish the job and stop Tubby getting any more ground.
Tubby's a challenging situation. They wanted the Pokemon Master. Not going to happen right here unless Tubby can just find their way in. But they cannot find their way in when they get orbs. Just like the threat of the orbs are just doing so much work to put Yoru into such a good situation.
Yeah, no, Yobu's doing everything right here. Gets the ultimate skill into the flip. Empty low. Here we go. Gonna spend it all. We have the SBA available as well. Off the EX. Double EX. Triple EX. Is it gonna kill?
I think we asked that question, but Grimnir already knows it. Yobu knows it, and Tubby knows it. Yobu will take that game and
Believe in victory. Battle
Alright. So we get one Ladiva versus one Charlotta with nothing in the bracket. 2 Ladivas guaranteed. So if it's 2 grapplers being the repeat character, ain't too sad about that. Zerom though getting tossed around like a sack of potatoes appropriate.
Definitely. Because again, we're just tossing all to the back of the truck right here as we go for the super, but thankfully the UDP does get Zerom out of dodge just yet. As J-Mom, slowly but surely, gets the Zerom. This is the fortunate thing about the thing, right? Zerom has such stubby buttons, they reach just a little bit, but you're always in threat of grab range.
Okay though. 6XL, a lot of options here, but we get the back throw. Hold on. Now we're doing a little bit of frame kill. Meaty 5L. Zerom blocks it out. It's going to go for Noble Execution here. It's going to whiff. We're going to block. And now a Pixel Life, but we get chopped up.
Unfortunately, there, Zerom in this matchup just has to. Unfortunately, just has to go. And you saw that the dive just got punished by the back grab, so it turned into a back throw situation. And now, once again, with that threat alone, J-Mom just keeping Zerom in the corner. And now, Zerom still trying to go in, does find a jump out of a grab just in time. We have these C's, we have points to spend. Let's see if Zerom does do it or just goes for another reset.
Ooh, getting tagged real quick though. Sliced up, diced up once more. Zerom's doing what they do best. SBA going right through, and now guess for game here. J-Man, gotta be careful, but so does Zerom. We do have SSBA available on the Leva's side.
You don't want to take a risk of your Zerom. Just let literally J-Mom come to you, force out a BC for BC. Because now J-Mom finally in chip range. That's what you wanted. And then with a tap to the toes, does find him right there. Now Zerom keeping themselves alive.
Yeah, I mean, the 6XL was going to be a big turn steal, but a little too slow for that as Zerom makes a good decision to bust out there. Hop over, but we avoid it just barely, running under.
Coming out once again. Now we are forcing J-Mom to the other side of the turnbuckle as Zerom just staying just a little out of range and just surprises them right there. Now once again, we're going to go for the overhead, but J-Mom ready to deliver the pain train.
A little bit of damage goes a long way, but we're at a bar. We have all our break points. Zerom only has one more to spend, but an ultimate Shining Onslaught into the classic tall character only jump U. Gonna hit it mark to give Zerom the round.
Oh, that's the classic. Yeah, as you mentioned, only works on tall characters, and it's such a big thing. It's such a very specific thing that you don't expect it out of Charlotta half the time. So Zerom just checking J-Mom on that situation and cashes out. But now we head back into J-Mom again. Zerom on the turnbuckle. Are they gonna try to jump out of the top rope, or are they just gonna eat another grab?
Walk on the holy ladder. Couple of big picks, but J-Man just only getting the damage from it. Nothing crazy, but should be huge here.
Another cross chop into the arm once again. J-Mom not taking another lead up here, as I want to see how Zerom is going to open with another jump or just back up.
Alright, now this little walk back and forth from J-Man. Just trying to be a little cautious. Pushes back against the noble strategy. Has a little bit of wiggle room to play with here, but Zerom is on the assault.
Good tricks on the ball in the situation on that from Jefferson right there. Just out of range. Now, once again, we're going for a neutral jump. J-Mom not finding any quarter. Thankfully, J-Mom has been holding down back enough that Zerom is comfortable going for the overhead grab, but the counter, the Brave counter, unfortunately gets grabbed out.
Big boot the headbutt. Zerom gets whip punished. Hold the phone. Nice hit with that 5M. We're going to go coast to coast. Too far away, but we do get the 6XL counter hit. Should be the round, no problem.
Yes, indeed. J-Mom taking another hit, another one, and now Zerom. Now, fortunately, he has to go up against J-Mom with 1-1. Not the lead they want just yet, but we can see if J-Mom just push forward.
Oh, 6XL coming out. Zerom pushing back, but giving space too. Just being well aware of the explosive nature of the Diva here against Charlotta. 6XL gets blocked too, and now Zerom is in a tough little spot. Has not spent any brave points yet to push the Diva away, so at least has those available for when they need them most.
Absolutely. Zerom again jumping away. Going onto it as J-Mom now is the one with no diamonds left. Does fortunately takes more chip grip from that as Zerom. Now just playing it so slow. As mentioned before, just don't want to be in range. Just wants to play this a little slower.
Alright, back to the corner with you. Trying to keep Diva backed up here. Shining Onslaught gets blocked with the EX headbutt. Full confirm too. Off the ultimate lariat. Off we go. J-Man with a big chance. Oh!
Oh, chop to the head, or the crown in this case, as J-Mom with a full-on cash out. We got 0 diamonds on Zerom. Counted down with us. 1, 2, and 3, and she's down.
And the explosive nature, given the chance, the Diva will take that money to the bank. Oh, we finally throw a command grab out, but Zerom, the master, holding up. Makes the escape, gets the punish, and the side swap.
Absolutely, the flying potatoes are going out strong as J-Mom does catch the potato in the air this time. No ain't flying potatoes just yet, as once again, now J-Mom just staggered just enough for Zerom to be punished on the counter attempt.
Yeah, rough spot. We still got our break points, but I mean, now it's that guessing game. Ooh, in the up jump, walked back enough to get the anti-air. J-Man cleans up, takes 2 rounds straight, and gets the lead with that 2-1. I like that, calling out Zerom's habit of just saying, hey, why not jump away? Most my track record of getting these jump-ins, or jump-outs, usually works.
So J-Mom, unfortunately, has to adapt, and Zerom as well, just staying on the ground. You saw no more jump attempts that time. They're just trying to get on the sweep and then poking out J-Mom. Just trying to find an opening.
Leg drop into the funky same side. Try to get extra cute with the reset 5U. Zerom having none of that though.
Can't be doing it Zerom. This is a player who has been known this for too long. Once again, we're into the corner situation. The grab, or she's even the jump, and this time not being punished as J-Mom now looking at 1 crystal to their name, with plenty of meter to spend, but they're gonna spend nothing as Zerom does catch him out right there.
Something better than nothing. He's got a lot to do though. He has to win this round and take us to a game number 5 if Zerom wants to continue on here. Loser side, but the counter hit 6XL, not a true combo. We get the reset because Zerom blocked the lariat.
Ready now. J-Mom once again with the cross chop to the head or the crown. Once again finding him right here. Zerom, unfortunately, is going to ash another arm bar. 1 more set as well. Zerom gets hit again, finding J-Mom's face to palm. And now, once again, now J-Mom on set point.
Finding beautiful counter hits and nice just use of those normals in perfect ranges. EX headbutt connects, confirms. Zerom in the corner here. Gonna go for immediate brave counter since they're in probably the worst position right now they could ask for. Oh no!
What about another punish on a DP? That's not what you can ask for either. Thankfully, Zerom is throwing a life bar right there. Does get out with the UDP, but now once again, Zerom down to 1 diamond against J-Mon. They are happy to just lock Zerom down.
So 6XLs gets the overhead setup too. Get a normal hit. We're catching up so much damage. We have meter as well if we want to spend it. There it is.
Get that meter off of Zerom. Get the kick into the boot turnbuckle. How is Zerom going to respond? DP from the turnbuckle. Now J-Mom does get caught out. Now Zero has another chance at life, another grab. But now one more grab as well, but J-Mom does spin the counter.
Right, ultimate holy ladder is gonna be the end as the guillotines on the other hand. Picking on first the Wilnas, Vidril with their UO. This is gonna be a slobber knocker. You are gonna get a wild one.
Absolutely. You want buttons being pressed, you're gonna get it. You want buttons being on fire, you're gonna get it right here as Wilnas. This is the pain train we know and love for this character. Already put the Vidril in the corner and have to hold back. You do not want to be DP'd against this character, which is why Vidril just gets opened up there.
And there's your answer. What's nothing doing without a command grab? Winning. That's that first round down.
Right to say that the Vidril finally calling out nothing right there as the DP does come out. Now, Vidril is trying to, looks like they're just trying to get away from Wilnas, because we do know you don't want to be near this guy, even if he does run into you. As again, like even just going for the EX version, just to get away from nothing.
And another DP again. Vidril's taking these chances, and the jump out is going to get countered with the stance. And again, another little counter to pressure and punish nothing from advancing forward with these specials.
That's how Vidril has to win by slapping back. He will, but unfortunately, no. Wilnas, again, that's the big punish. You don't want to eat that OD version. This will go in and take everything from you. Vidril, though, finding a big hit right there. At least this is not going to kill, but this will take you to the other side of the corner.
Overhead, a quick overhead, too, to boot. In the stance, so hard to react to and block accordingly. It's going to take us down to the final round in the first game. Who will get set up for success. Gets to cross over as the Brave counter, so nothing makes some space, but immediately EX out. We'll get back from for our troubles.
You see how nothing is just running in this time, just fully embracing the charge they want to do. Finds the OD because that does lead to a corner swap, and this is going to hurt so much.
Extra game again. Brave counter gets blocked. The DP's there. On the -2, going to the stance, but no escape. You went all in and got punished for your troubles. Great blocks from nothing and an easy bake punish to go up a game.
Yeah, that's all, or so that's all on nothing right there. You can see they slow down the tempo just enough for Vidril to go for a big hit. Unfortunately, does get punished, so it's all from nothing. Just really able to change the tempo. And unfortunately, Vidril just matching that there and chasing him down.
Right, sequence is there. We're gonna stance up and go for some mix. There's the low into the full combo. Very nice.
We have Flint again, wants to take out nothing. It's all around from Vidril. Get the block fire out of there. And Vidril already just coming back strong with a very fast round one already.
Yeah, that's how you gotta answer back, quick and hard. Your character excels at overwhelming and you don't want to let nothing get started. Neutral jump. Not gonna be a punish, but this is on the DP. Here we go.
Yeah, nothing tried to back out again, trying to see how Vidril would slide in, does not find it, but finds himself in the corner once again. I see another Fox overhead, the toes to your face, not landing on again, and again the special DP to get on the minus to keep yourself safe, as Vidril just trying to dance around nothing, and it's only working half the time.
Right, dashes in, but DP out again, nothing willing to risk it for the biscuit, double jump. There's the stance, and we're going to keep a little bit safer there, so nothing instead goes for the Brave counter. Out of points still this time.
Yeah, out of points, but not out of options. We still got plenty of meter to go for another EXDP to get out of dodge. Now we put Vidril in the corner. Vidril happy to hold on to this. It's nothing who's got to try to fight their way in.
That's a jump you. Pressure's there. We're going to wait and walk it out. As nothing in the verge of chip territory. Has all the meter for the SSBA, but Vidril said, nice try, buddy. I seen that too many times. We're tied 1-1.
They're taking turns being minus into being safe again. I see how it is. As we say that, though, nothing. Looks like we might be getting that grappler character right now.
A lot of choices. They rotated last time I was on the mic for them. They had three different characters, with Diva included, as well as the Wilnas, to kind of swap around to and try to play with to see what will work best or what they're feeling, you know?
Absolutely, because you're thinking about this, right? If you're Wilnas, it was not a bad option. They obviously won the first game. They even tried to back up to catch Vigil, like spinning in, but Vigil just finding the tiny opens. You know, UL character, you just want to chip away and turn it to chunks. And as I say that, though, we're gonna get some big chunks of damage coming out from the Ladiva coming up.
All right, so Ladiva is gonna be that pick. But it's not like an overwhelming lead there. We get our first win on Wilnas, so the swap, nothing will be ready to go. No problem. Vildril, I think, is warmed up pretty well. There's that DP that worked out pretty good too.
But here's the thing now that you're playing Ladiva, it's okay if UL gets close, because you can just grab them and put them in the ground once again. Let's say that the armbar coming out as Vildril just running away, but nothing. Puts him in the corner.
Get another DP though. What most of Vidril's damage has been. Dances out, gets the flip, nothing spends the brave counter, is almost out of him though, so gotta be extra careful. With the neutral jump, actually beats the throw. Here we go, Vigil with a chance.
Alright, yeah, that's the classic against grapplers, just neutral jump and get into their face. Once again, now we can see how Vigil is. There's going to be anti-staggering, but once again, we just take our turn back because we do not want to play any games. We just want to kill you, and with no meter or no diamonds, you're going to die.
Landing in the ground, no problem. We got to put the fox back in the hole. And now nothing. Got the slight lead here. Back to mid-screen, jump you, going to force the block out, and nothing gets counter-hit for the trouble. Off to the corner they go.
Nothing, just trying to catch him in the air. Not finding any quarter this time around, but what will be found is Vigil just getting low. You see this happening. Vigil's been unfortunately landing a lot of overheads, and just it works out for them. Not this time though. They get thrown into the corner.
Okay, EX ultimate headbutt. It's gonna make the mark. It's gonna keep it close now as both players down to their last brave points. 2M. Alright, get a small bust out. Backdash trying to catch a whiff. Nothing holding down and holding the fort. Yo, the low! Let's go!
Oh my god. It's really interesting. Vigil just catching him right there with the low. As we mentioned, that they're going into like these war of attritions with their BP. Because like, if you're nothing, you're okay taking that war, right? Because if you get Vigil down to no diamonds, then if you let one command grab, it's over for UL.
Yeah. But I do like some answers. Back to DP. Hits on the late frames, but we got a 2U. Classic, just throw it out button. If it hits, then we're partying hard. And the air to air. Okay, Vidril turning up the heat.
That strong is nothing, just finding a way out. Now Vidril is the one who is holding up, and it's the armbar not finding any corner. And Vidril gets back in, puts him back in the corner, in the air, but UL is the one who is flying up against this Ladiva.
Another solid 2-piece. Gonna go right into SBA. I like this. Maximize our damage here, set up the one guess for the game. Nothing though, no resources, but has one headbutt, ready to go. Command grab's good. Now we're beginning the long road of turning tides.
It's a long road indeed, but we're going to take it one step at a time. As Vigil just finding their way in, nothing down to no diamonds. Vigil looking close, they're just trying to find them. Nothing tries to back away, but does get caught. Vigil now going 2-1 against nothing right here.
And chop the toes. And that's the second game that ends with the EX off of the back stance going all in and working out. Nothing though, gonna stick to their guns. All two of them, Ladiva's left and right.
Exactly. There's no guns in sight other than Ladiva's big hands chopping against Vigil right here. You know we're gonna get a big cash out, and once again, Vigil is now the one who has to see, like, if we're gonna go for one more set play grab, or just get him right there.
Okay, that's not bad. Great round so far. -2 is a great thing for Ladiva, and the chase down with the ultimate lariat. There is no escape.
No escape. Vigil just trying to run away, but again, nothing noticing it. Just does call it. They've been doing it all set, and now finally finds their matchup right there. Now back into this next game. Nothing. Just pulling back. The aRBys are now full force.
Vigil try to get a nice dash up overhead, but a good call out again with the ultimate headbutt. Gonna spend our first brave point inside of Vigil in this round. Foxfire's good. Now we're just avoiding these jump-ins, not entering them, but at least not having to block.
And I can see Vigil just turning up the aggression against Nothing, because now Nothing is the one fighting him back. And again, the Brave counter point Brave point just being burnt out from Vigil, which is why they are spending the SBA to get one back and get one off of Nothing.
Oh, but too many jump use. That 2H anti-air looking great, but another wake-up DP from Vigil. And then we just throw it out there, but it's not an anti-air, so we're not going to get a big comment off of it.
No, but we are going to find a big off that light to take them out. Nothing fighting back, staying alive, and they go 2-2 in this set, Raph.
Just as I hoped, final game between these two titans. A top 3 chance is at the doorstep for either one, but who will be the one to open the door, turn the knob, and approach that top 3 victory?
Exactly, whoever knocks on the door the hardest, and right now it's Vigil just literally knocking on Nothing's life bar, finds another hit, finds another overhead. We're gonna go for the triple play. No, we're gonna bunt into the toes and find it right here. We're gonna get enough mirror to spend and cash out and take out Nothing, and this fast, round 1.
Can you miss it? Good stuff from Vigil, 1 away. Nothing has to lock in or get locked out.
Battle 2.
A winner side.
They definitely have to let it go, but you definitely want to keep yourself alive in this top 3, because we do land another grab in the air. Vigil, again, just trying to push Nothing into the corner, but again, the arm bars that keep them alive and in center.
There you go. Sequence is looking good here for Vigil. Throws the headbutt. That is a armored move and grabbable. Vigil makes that right call out. So they're gonna call out to try to sidestep the Brave counter. Vigil not giving up that other Brave point yet.
No, definitely the BLaggen is really working out for Vigil. Let's say that, so another ultimate armbar comes in. We're gonna finish out this combo. Now Vigil now has grab range.
Zero fear. Has hit pretty much most of those, and we're gonna get the final hit off the low. Vigil 3-2 over Nothing. Facing Vigil in Winners Finals as we have our next match. Have a nice day on the Siegfried and Seika on the Zeta.
Is back, and now we got battle of the long spears on log buttons against each other. Have a nice day. Looking really strong when last time we saw him. Seika, first time on stream right now. It looks like it's coming out as nice, looking pretty even as we are just getting in each other's space. We're not even using any of the long pole arms.
Interesting dynamic here. I'm curious to see how this plays through. You know that Zeta wants to get any little hit into the corner, set up a little bit of that pogo mix up and put on the pressure. But Hava's got such dominant neutral, and the reactions to boot gets around it with the SBA, not full animation, but we get to the corner. Wake up throw though from Seika to turn things around.
Yeah, another wake up throw not working out for Have a Nice Day though, as Seika already with 100 meters. This is gonna finish it. Seika already looking strong, like you mentioned. That corner game, once it gets started, it cannot stop.
Battle 2.
Yeah, caught. Have a nice day, reaching a little bit, but the 5H round start into the 6 heavy full combo. Let's go. Look how much life you lost because you got stabbed at round start. Oh my god.
Scared, stabbed, and sliced, dice, and much more. Seika with the EXP dash to get out of there. Right, they say that the Have a Nice Day. You're gonna take away Seika's life right there with the heavy fireball and what goes up another round.
Whoa, that mid-screen. I'm just still reeling from that mid-screen conversion. If I am Seika, yeah, I'm just chilling at round start. I don't need any more of that. But we do get a dodge on the chop. But the backdash gets answered and Have a Nice Day finds the first hit in round 3.
You mentioned before, the Pogo game not getting started because once again, Have a Nice Day. Just staggering out just enough to see when Seika gets out and tries anything, he's going to get punished and get, I believe they should cash out a diamond out of this.
Nice spot and a nice enough lead where all we need to do is just force the guess. And there it is. Plus frames 2M. Seika tried to challenge, got caught, and Have a Nice Day game 1.
Battle 1.
Seika, I imagine they were back up, maybe going for another beam because Have a Nice Day. It's just keeping it simple, right? Fireball into heavy, into you, into another fireball. Just again, with all that pressure, they just push Seika into the corner just by throwing fireball and hitting a button.
Little things like that, it's just minimizing what actions you have to do and always having the proper reaction and making the most out of those hits that you do, right? So you see a very strong filtered game plan from Have a Nice Day. Rhapsody though through the projectile, ultimate blast, and then there's the clash, but the Spear of aRBy is going to be faster.
Alright, now it's Sega's turn to get the party started, but if it's Nice Day, we'll shut that down, put him back on the back side. Now already Have a Nice Day looking real strong off of Sega's good one attempt though.
I like it too. I mean, that's Hava giving right back, as Seika did the same thing to throw Hava into the corner on Wake Up. But once again, maximizing what they little things that they need to get that damage, but the mid-screen conversion off the counter hit laser is going to give Seika an opportunity.
Absolutely held that just long enough. And again, we're unfortunately just pressing buttons as Has a Nice Day is pressing the bigger ones against them. Again, we have one BC down and one BC up for Hava. This should be a kill. If not, it's going to be a sliver.
Yeah, there it is. Sliver indeed. Now Hava just can do the can kicks and waited just a little bit to give Seika a false sense of security and then boot to the face.
Absolutely Have a Nice Day. Already can take this out unless Seika does find an option. Seika unfortunately is waiting this out, just taking the second because just unfortunately Have a Nice Day. The stagger pressure and again the fireballs and the big pokes just almost over, like not letting Seika just get out of the corner.
Again, Hava again winning the mid-screen war. Seika using a little more Rhapsody and the conversion as well off of that. Timing on this EX spear in the air was really cool. But I feel like Hava's going to find that right spot to bust out. Oh, speaking of the bust out, never mind.
Yeah, so Seika realized that like, I am out of options, but I'm not out of moves. One more reversal does get it. The pogo forcing Hava to get another BC counter out of there. But with a sick dodge, Seika comes alive and is not out of the game just yet, Raph.
No, this is how you fight back. You switch it up. Is starting to put little differences in the game plan and make Hava have to be a little more careful. Seika's going to bust out with those Rhapsodies to crush any kind of mid-screen button. But Hava does find a way to the corner and some solid damage.
When the H came out the fireball, getting dodge as well. Seika just taking their turn back once again. Now Hava back in the corner off of, I think that's like the third counter landing this round alone.
So it's a change that's worked. And again, the Spear of aRBy is the faster option as the 214M. A little too slow, 2H should be enough, and Seika's on the board.
Seika's board on the D, showing some life, does not want to go down to loser side just yet. Hava again, just jumping right back into it and see if they can adjust and see if they're not trying to wake what the wake up options now are for Hava.
You need to be a little more careful with the pokes. Instead, no, we just wait. If you want to throw your life away, fine. I'm just going to throw you in response.
Throw indeed. Hava again now throwing the counter attempts and even gets the boot to try to get the laser out. Now Seika just again with more aggression. We are done holding back. We did not pay $30 to $60 depending on when you bought this game to block. We're gonna keep trying, goddammit.
Oh, Seika do here. We gotta guess for this round. Rhapsody's there, gets the jump over. It's a start. Now we're gonna get almost at the full sequence. Gotta watch out though, how they can get the final chip, but no, we beat the Brave counter with the perfect Rhapsody. You gotta spend SSBA here. No, not quite.
Ooh. And unfortunately not, that goes, you might have wanted to spend it right there. Have a nice day. Now on set point once again against Seika. Seika backs up again, try to catch out. Have a nice day, pressing buttons. But one more counter for the roll will take you to the east, to the west side.
Right. See, gets spent here, a 5L though. As Seika's trying to fight back a little bit in different ways. Whiffs the Rhapsody, gets a dodge, but gets tagged. This should be a small sequence to put him in the corner, run up, ultimate fireball. What are you doing?
Making all this damage is what you're doing. Another new fireball to catch him. Hava now just being forcing Seika to use all their defensive options, but unfortunately they will get caught out in the air one more time. Hava, nice day, is gonna go 3-1.
Grimnir as Yobu is back up against nothing.
Absolutely. We talk about all the time out here, this one game in your face. Nothing, on the other hand, has been so fearless to grab people out of the air and on the ground. And once again, that's 3 in a row. We just got 4 in a row. Keep it counting, chat. Keep it count with me.
Oh, where are you running? The wrong side. That was Yobu. He busts out of the corner. Gets a spin as well. Gotta watch out though. Nothing does have meter for some reversal stock. Plenty of brave counters as well. Oh my god.
Yobu gets out of there of the brain counter, nothing, just throws it away. Now we got in the air. Like again, nothing, jumping once again to see if Yobu will try to jump in. Get the headbutt through the counter. Oh, unfortunately, Yobu does find it right here. We have 100 meter on deck and plenty of diamonds to use. This should be a dead nothing right here off the SSBA.
Yeah, with that, the link to make sure we get more damage here. Kiss from the Rose. It's going to be enough for Yobu. Take that first round.
So, do we say that nothing actually did nothing wrong? You just got hit, or?
Well, I wouldn't say they did nothing wrong, so that might put a wrinkle in that one.
We'll see, the gameplay is working out strong as once again, grappler style, just the threat of the grapple will come through. Easily, unfortunately, Yobu was ready for the punish on the whipped grab. Now nothing, just trying to jump in as Yobu spinning around, and a clean dodge will be cashing out as well.
So have the seals there just in case. I like this, as Yobu's got a little bit of a backup plan to make do. And now it's just like, please nothing. Try to get in. Wait, they got it. There you go.
They're definitely in something. They're in a world of hurt, as nothing will be happy to cash this out as well. We're going to go for another dropkick takeout, another diamond out of Yobu's teeth, and we're going to hit one more grab, but Yobu, the ultimate DP gets him out.
Hey, win. Is it enough though? No, just get punched in the face. Nice try, pretty boy.
Roses don't do nothing to this queen. There's nothing again. Just happy to challenge Yobu against these attempts. Just no fear. Gets him in the air finally, trying to get that steal in the air and combos it as well. You know you're in Corner City again.
And there you go, feint with the close light frame trap. Not a grab that time. Instead, a great extension to the leg drop. DP out though from Yobu, a little bit of breathing room. He's gonna go for the cross up. Knows where the seals are. Oh, ultimate headbutt. Nicely done.
Oh, fortunately though, Yobu does force nothing to get out of there with forcing another diamond spend. Now, Yobu just happy to push nothing into the corner. Yobu preemptively headbutting for the tornado. As Yobu just batting down the hatches to try to find a nothing and an opening right here, and that will be it right there. Yobu will take the first game.
What a catch once again, as nothing just trying to walk forward, make a little bit of space. But Yobu tosses the rose, says, I will see you next game. And here we go, lead 1-0.
Like this out of Yobu, we're trying to be as aggressive as possible still, but with a different approach. Going for the lows instead of straight to seal, setting up tornadoes. As nothing has been ready to headbutt any projectile thrown his way. And right now, it's working so good.
Come in, grab City. Good start here, but catches the toe with the ultimate reversal. Nothing says right back at you. Now we're throwing around brave points like there's nothing. Yobu's got to be careful. You spend your last one. Nothing can just finish the round without a problem, and this might just be the finish if you get the full sequence.
Like we are, another drop to the face. Like you mentioned, you spend all that money, and when someone cashes out against you, it's gonna hurt. Nothing with a solid first round on there. Jesus Christ.
Hell of an anti-air way to convert off of it. Again, forward jump, gets the body splash. Welcome to the corner, jerk.
Like Grimnir's smug face off and get that rose with him too. Once again, we are Corner City. We're again just challenging Yobu. Dare you to reversal, dare you to DP. Okay, you land that time, but come to Corner City once again. Nothing's ready.
Big blocks here. Just holding up forward. Nothing is decided. This is the course of action. Is just to jump the hurdle and find the magic. Oh, we dropped the combo though, and nice. Yobu pressing to get the punish afterwards. Run up 2H. It's gonna be a big whiff.
And now you know, trying to catch nothing, jumping around. You can see even just coming up here, the big H coming out. Does finally find out on the seal right there. And now, once again, we are in Corner City, but it's nothing's turn.
Oh, didn't get the combo, but gets the dodge on the Raging Strike. That should be the round with the seals in place. And Yobu taking us another round number 3.
Oh, yeah, even with the slight miscalculation there, Yobu ready to catch nothing out. And now they're on the 3rd round from here. Yobu just catching nothing from here again.
Okay, there it's good. Those plus frames into a big command grab and a 6XL counter hit. If I'm nothing, I am cashing out big time here. I have 100% meter. We're going to spend it? No, we're just going to set up for the next situation.
And another situation for a flying cross chop in the air. If the cash wasn't being spent last round, it's going to be spent right here. We have plenty of counters to spend it. And once again, we're going to drop kick another diamond out of Yobu's face.
And there you go. Quick kick to the gut. Well done here is nothing ties up the sets 1-1.
You see the adaptation on Yobu that he's just like, okay, yeah, see, already reducing 1 tornado, jumping more because nothing is trying to challenge him there 3 times. And Nobu, again, just trying to find a way out of nothing's quarter city pressure, but it's not working.
That up back getting blessed too. A lot of these jump aways, a lot of these things that Yobu's just trying to do to make that space, blowing up in their face. Does get the tackle off of there, at least some damage. 6XL is going to get break counted out, and a DP. Yobu puts it all on the line.
Puts it on the line now, on the pressure. Tornado, nothing, just jumping around. It does find no quarter on the armbar. Once again, tornadoes, like you mentioned, they're not trying to find their way in, so they're just playing a little patient right there. Does find something, but can't convert.
Oh, nice reaction DP. We're going to extend it with the EX. Ultimate skill for extra damage. What a convert. Yobu did it perfectly well. Making the most and using those EXs flawlessly to get that round.
Absolutely. Seals coming in. Yobu now finding 3rd quarter. Now the seal's in place with the threat. Now nothing has to respect it as well as what has charged from the counter.
All right, command grab again. It's time to cycle through and make you forced to guess. 2M. Doesn't get anything after it, but we get a brave counter out after the ultimate lariat.
Oh, now you see nothing. It's trying to fully count out Yobu, but they're just playing a little more reactionary than nothing once. But Rise to say that the reaction to finding them jumping in the air is going to be another corner. Goes for it, but unfortunately they does have a combo limit right there. And now Yobu can finally take their turn back and stay alive around these counters, but nothing is going to just be waiting for them.
Headbutt all the way through here. Big chance from Yobu. Has the seals, avoids the brave counter. Ultimate lariat, but it loses to the 6XL. We have SSBA. Yobu should be able to finish it here and go up 2-1.
Good call out of Yobu. The patience, waiting for nothing, finally pays off. And also, you saw how much they were just waiting for nothing to swing this time around. They're so preemptive to a fall at that point, right? Headbutting. They even went for the heavy headbutt version, going for the air grabs. They spent meter, and it cost them everything right there. And now Yobu, with a solid 2H anti-air, is going to get a great start and hopefully to this whole game.
Okay, up 4 though from nothing. Gets out of that corner. And again, has picked some great spots for jumps. The couple of these anti-airs though have been really big for Yobu, as they've used the EXDP as well as 2H very effectively, but nothing's found enough jump-ins that it warrants just continuing to go for them.
Absolutely. Nothing's going to keep jumping for that turnbuckle to see if they can just get Yobu. The risk-reward over finding that jump in is so much. You can see nothing. Again, now just playing leapfrog with Yobu to try to call him out. Like, I dare you to challenge me. I dare you to fight me up here because I will beat you in the air as much as I want. And Rise to say it, though, when you're on the ground, you're going to eat an ultimate aRBy.
Yeah, tough spot here if you're Yobu, but nothing said. Sick. I jumped enough that you did so, but the ultimate DP actually hits far enough. Headbutts there. We're going to brave counter out. We have a pixel of life left. Nothing can get the chip, no problem, unless
Yobu just gets the corner query. No, nothing. Good tech break right there. I believe that's a dodge attempt, but Yobu pressed it a little too fast there. And now Yobu again back on set point.
Okay, nice. Plus frames into command grab. Nothing, just... Ooh, misses the 6XL timing. So Yobu gets a quick knockdown into the seals, dashes in, blocks it out, takes their turn.
Okay, I can see nothing again for 6L fishing out. Does now work out. Yobu was holding out so strong right there. And now how we're going to set up. We're actually going for a full cash out. We do not want to set up any seals. We just want to kill nothing right here.
You play your cards right, you have another SBA available easily by the end of this. As now nothing at a deficit, has a meter, is going to spend it and get punished.
Punished as well, but thankfully nothing. Catches Yobu on the air. Nobu on the pixel, dodges just in time. You cannot find F going forward. Goes for a heavy command grab. One more extra grab. One more grab tech. That is second on nothing. They're just finding the way out. Goes for the ultimate arm bar. And with the pixel, the health is still alive, Raph.
Yobu just getting slammed. If it's not 6/6Ls, it's just the arm swinging through and giving nothing an extra chance. Yobu didn't have to overextend there. Could have been more careful, but instead, nothing's in, nothing gets the grab, and nothing's making something.
Nothing's making everything, as they are finding everything as well. The command grabs are now in Yobu's head because it is such an important factor when you're this close to winning. Thankfully, though, does put nothing in the corner once again, as nothing just cannot get in. Yobu can't get anything set up just yet.
It again beats out the ultimate skill, gonna catch up this damage, almost have enough for SBA. If we find that next hit, I think let it rip. No, we're just gonna go for the chain into the setup. That should do it.
Absolutely easy lemon squeeze. We have all the resources in the world. We're not gonna watch the movie, but we are gonna watch nothing go down as Yobu goes 3-1 against Sega's Zeta.
Battle 1. Engage.
And we're swinging through, but can the other Diva survive in these losers' waters? So far, so good, though, on the side of Sega. Playing with that range to their advantage. Just a little bit of the normals with the spear, the mediums, and the heavies.
Yeah, Seiko was just playing the matchup how we thought would, right? Just, try to keep them out as much as possible. You mentioned with the solid buttons, but unfortunately for them, when you're J-Mom and you're a Ladiva, you just need the one hit to find them. What's good just block from Seiko, though, to get themselves out of dodge right there.
Okay. Ultimate laser, just trying to find a little something here. Gets away and just barely avoids the lariat. This is big. Nice sequence here. Seika's going to spend a little bit of the bar just to get the link and get the refund.
Yeah, let's see how much Seika wants to respect and, spend the resources to get J-Mom off. Obviously, you're going to use the grabber, so you don't want to be near her, but let's see how much Seika wants to spend compared to actually spending. Yeah, you can see just so safe, just trying to stay away as much as possible. Wait for J-Mom to run to that.
Okay. Seika said, hey, J-Mom, you want this round? Here, you can have it.
Hand on a silver platter between both hands as J-Mom. We don't even see, we don't even need to worry about it. It's a solid count. We saw the script for this WWE match, and it's Brock Lesnar's out of here, dog. Get him out.
Oh, J-Mom's gonna take it. You gave it to him. Gladly grab those Half-Life combos and then some. 6/6L in the crouch confirm into, not blocking your ankles to him.
Go for the ankles one again. Don't go for the reverses and DP. Seika just pulling out all the stops. Don't even want to set up anything just yet. Yeah, just get out. Do not let J-Mom in. Operation, do not let the grappler get in.
Okay, only one count point left, so I imagine J-Mom's gonna just wait to try to find the sequence to hit the SBA, get one of those brave points back. We'll try to command grab, nice up back from Seika into a quick spear of Arvis.
Whew. Spear and also a quick check from J-Mom will catch out Seika this time around. One more east to west. We're gonna go other side of the wrestling ring. As once again, now Seika, they're worried for their life, worried for the grab, but they should be worrying about the next game. J-Mom going 1-up already.
Hey, well done.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, now we're back to the arm bars we saw before, and again the ankle's not getting caught. Seika sending up something, but J-Mom now is too impatient for him to get ready.
And another command grab getting up backed. Seika's taking advantage of those little moments, having a good special from the air to make the most of those good reads and reactions.
Absolutely, but if you are sleeping, you have to warning that J-Mom will finally respond to that as once again you are in the corner. Tries to goes for the reversal, but J-Mom already ready for the grab. We talked about it before, it's happening right now, but unfortunately J-Mom does not find the one right there. And Seika, this should be a corner carry into a cash out. No, we're actually just going to try to set for one more interaction.
See the space that Seika's getting to play at. React with the 2U. Find a far H, anything will do. And we're just going to let it rip on Wake Up. Not again. Once more, J-Man says, thank you very much, Seika.
Battle 2.
Yeah, Seika, again, I think we're about 50-50 on those reversals landing, but again, J-Ma has now adapted and rated like, okay, you're going to reverse, I have to respect just you a little bit, and when I do, I'm punish you and take it off. But as I say that though, again, Seika just letting every option they have rip to keep J-Mom in the corner.
This is the kind of way that we saw Seika go in their match against Providence. They started just really putting on the pressure, throwing out a lot of these Rhapsodies and just trying to shift the way you approach playing the game. Ultimate Fireball, point blank, should be the round if Seika finishes the sequence here, no problem.
You ever just shimmy out of range in someone's face and then just hit him with a full-blown laser? That's what Seika just did. That's insane.
Hey, if I call walking up to your face and shooting a laser martial arts, I ain't lying.
But it is crazy though. We're not lying about this damage from Seika. Again, finding the pogo combo. So we are on the left side of the screen. But J-Mom, now it's their turn to start not respecting them. Now it's their turn to start pressing buttons.
Okay, beats up the Rhapsody. Gets a Brave point. Extracts it from the ATM. But now you gotta be actually a little careful here. Seika with a little bit of bar and no crystals. Might be throwing caution to the wind again.
Yeah, no kidding. Actually going for it one more time. Even you saw that was converted off the third Zeta charge in there. Again, not respecting it. Presses a big button again. The hand delivers Seika's body counter hit to their face. And we have a lot of meter and a lot of health to chew through. But if you're J-Mom, it's happy. You actually go for a reset. Oop!
That's the third time. Seika didn't die for it this time, but might as well if J-Mom gets the last little thing. Okay, there's the spear, dash back. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, if you get your toes in, that's what's going to do it. And that's going to put J-Mom 2-0 against Seika. Seika just tried to reverse and find the way out, but J-Mom, unfortunately, is just it's one step ahead against them.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Hey. J-Mom fans are thriving right now as Seika is doing it's just too many little issues and getting punished for it big time. You cannot give J-Mom these chances to bring this back because they've shown they will.
And take the chance to run up and grab you once again. Now J-Mom, once again, does block out the low this time. Seika was ready for it. J-Mom, even so patient, even calls out Seika's heart charge on the laser. Does get punished for it though. Seika still has a chance. I believe you should be getting out. Actually, you're one stamina well, so you might as well go for the setup, right? But unfortunately, it does not work out for them. J-Mom is now on set point.
Battle 2.
Now set up this headbutt. J-Mom has just found a way around everything, and it was Seika's turn to make the comeback. They're not going to get that luxury. Up back spear. No command grab for you. It's called out the command grabs at least a good chunk of the time. And a lot of these reversal buttons and brave counters with the Rhapsody, so Seika enjoying a healthy lead again here.
Fine, it basically does find J-Mom's low right there. Now it's their turn to get punished for their toes. The defensive options are now, again, a little about 50-50 with J-Mom. But the first half it was working, but the second half, J-Mom, unfortunately, it's not working against them. And now Seika is still alive in this set, and now as we go to the final round.
Alright, if we can stabilize, it could be big for Seika here. Is going to find that 660, put one right in command grab, get scooped. The screwdriver is going to be good here, but Seika's still up back into spear, beats up the brave counter, and the damage is going to pile on.
Yeah, we talked about Seika's defensive options. They are working out, but now the offense is now putting in the work as well. Because now J-Mom back in the corner. Another hell laser. We should probably be switching up those timings because J-Mom has all the patience in the world. You just need 2 grabs out of J-Mom to land this. Another counter happening. Seika again, just spinning all the lasers to find J-Maw glitching, but they're gonna find nothing.
They're gonna find a 2M. J-Maw is gonna find a big hit to try to turn the tide. Has to respect the Brave counters as well as the Rhapsody. Speaking of which, that's the ultimate version. The counter's gonna get blown up. Is this it?
It's so good that J-Maw will kick Seika out of the game already and go 3-0 against them and keep moving on in this.
Take down the Foxy Fox. Let's go winners finals.
Love to see out of Vigil already just going and have a nice day. We talked about this before. It's going to happen again. Fireball into long normal. Keep themselves safe. But this is how you want to do it, right? Because Vigil is the one who has to Firefox hit.
We've seen them have a nice day make the most of so many situations, right? You either forced or unforced errors, your life gets erased in those little moments and uses a lot of Siegfried's tools in those spots. So you saw like the 2-2L there, quick conversion, and the small life lead for Hava.
Vigil to run back, and unfortunately you are back into the corner. The foxhole is not out just yet. But they say that the Rise to say that get out, but a fireball from Hava again, keeping Vigil just. There have been no big combos except for one, but Vigil's already under half health.
Yeah, eating a lot of those ultimates in those little spots. But speaking of ultimates, right back at you. Vigil with the knockdown. Overhead's good.
Speaking of which, gets an overhead right there. Have a nice day. Does get hit. Unfortunately, take their turn back with the PvP. But speaking of taking your turn back, one more splash into a fireball. Tries to dodge out, but there's a sword waiting behind that wall of fire.
Nice coverage from Have a Nice Day. Great punish on the backflip. But ground start 5H from Vigil. Gonna get a quick hit into the stance. And the DP in the gap there has taken the chance with these uppercuts in between. Have it getting caught out. Overhead again. What we got? Low. Nice block from Have a Nice Day.
Vigil's way to the golden road. They just have to chip out Have a Nice Day into this corner situation, as you can see. And now just combo off and just cash out Hava. Knowing that, just reverses and just gets out of there with another big boot to the face. And already pushing Vigil halfway through the screen.
Vigil gets the grab. Dash in. Should be able to just not gonna get hit. SSPA, Have a Nice Day, fight for his friends.
Vigil not looking so friendly right now, down with no diamonds on deck. Now Hava already knowing that, tries to put him out, but does challenge. Thankfully now, Hava, even with the slipper left, is challenging. Even just fully lands the grab on Vigil's attempt, and Hava will already go 1-0 against Vigil.
Fearless, Have a Nice Day. No foe is too strong as Vigil now can push back to the corner almost immediately. The fireball connects at the last second. Vigil now stuck in jail for Foxgirl crimes.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Have a Nice Day, that jading normals and fireballs coming in. And they tried to get out of dodge, pay the bail, but it's not working out with Have a Nice Day. You just keep it so tight as Vigil. You see it, they're just trying to swing out, but it finally finds an opening.
Yeah, great opener too. Gonna help even it up here, as they're both fighting for some resources. Overhead counter hit. Could be a little bit of damage. There's the low as well. Have a Nice Day, stuck in the situation. I imagine I can find a way to bust out in any second. There it is with the great counter.
Oh yeah, you saw Vigil just try to keep it, try to mix up Have a Nice Day. After the overhead, just went for the low twice. This just try to at least keep Have a Nice Day blocking in the corner, right? But unfortunately, when you hit like that and grab, you go down, and Hava is going to really take that round.
Yeah, despite Vigil's best efforts, the SSBA connecting after the 2U gave Hava everything they needed to bring that back. Small sequence there to help push Vigil to the corner, but Vigil finds a perfect jump.
Yeah, you see how much Vigil, unfortunately, just has to get S-Scans a lot. Even just goes for the double counter. Listen, the double buttons are for every move, for every UL player, and I'm happy to see it, but unfortunately, Have a Nice Day is not having it. That's a big counter hit, and this is going to hurt if you go for the reset. Vigil is trying to find a way out. They finally do.
One grab's good. Run up, nice backdash. Have a Nice Day, gets reached, starts reaching, gets caught. We don't have enough meter for SSBA, but we do have time to set up some pressure.
No longer for the strikes, we went for the overhead, but again, Hava, it's there, starting to hit the emergence line. I think that's the fourth or fifth It's SSB coming out of Hava because they know if they just take it, they win. And Hava Nice Day is looking real nice. They go 2-0. They want to take this home now.
Yeah, their closeout factor is extra strong right now, be it the SSBA as a guess, or SSBA as part of a combo. Vidril, though, still not afraid. Still DPing in those spots, but we get the Foxfighter blown up with uppercut, and there's delay throw.
Now, you mentioned before, Hava is just causing Vigil to just back up and hold down back. They're just trying to close it out. Vigil, understanding that, does get one dodge and gets out of just in time, but Hava just getting the low once again. And unfortunately, this is not dead, but it's one more away.
The XDP for a little bit of extra credit. Gets the low and gets a small combo here. At the chance, Vigil's trying to set something up. Wasn't the stance. Has to worry about a DP. No problem.
Doesn't have to spend time to activate the Foxfire. Unfortunately, the Vortex is not enough to get him. Hava punishing that will go to set point unless Vigil can find a way to take them down now.
Yeah, definitely needs a miracle here to try to bring it back. A 6-6L is a good start, though. Off to the corner we go, and the counter hit with the low on the delay. Vigil looking sharp here, but Have a Nice Day has shown that they've been able to bring things back almost every round.
That's why Vigil, Have a Nice Day. They already know that Vigil's bread and butter is in that corner. That's how they've been taking out much of Hava's health. That's why they're trying to keep themselves safe. But again, the 6-6 into Vigil's face is going to get caught out. Now with a solid dodge, but not going to land enough. Vigil finally with enough damage and enough meter should finally get themselves on the board. They go 1, get Hava's 2. Or excuse me, wow, I thought it was the best. My bad.
No, I thought like the same thing. Then when he said, I looked around, I was like, oh, yeah, they're getting close. They got it around. They're close to getting a game. But, you know, it's still a lot. Nice. Went to the stance and got the counter from it. Still stanced up. Hava DPs, gets out, and gets some damage. Don't have the Brave point yet. Don't have the Brave counter yet, excuse me.
Oh, the big counter grab that's going to happen right there. Now Hava back into the corner. Get Vigil. Eat this until the cooldowns start coming out. That's why Hava just chipping away with the wall of fireballs coming in. And the one time Vigil tries, they are able to find out with the Fox Drill. As Hava, with a double counter attempt from Vigil, they will try their best, but it's a little too cheeky as Hava Nice Day will continue to grand finals unless Yobu has anything to say about it.
Oh, well, what they'll have to say would be with actions, which are louder than words. Gets the dash into another quick meaty, as they did a great job when they fought earlier, as Yobu's been looking extra sharp. Gets the uppercut now, and just trying to set the pace.
Pace is looking really fast, so J-Maw's always happy to match it. Grabbing her face, Yobu, nothing set up, and they have to eat all of this corner. Finally chooses the counter right there, as J-Maw was happy to hammer through, but Yobu's ready.
Yeah, nicely done too. Punishing the headbutt, bringing it out, and seeing how J-Maw will try to press around in neutral. Drill kick, there's the counter immediately. Yobu down to 1 break point.
Maybe that's all you need right now. Unfortunately, a grab attempt from J-Maw does not land right there. This is going to be corner sitting on the right side. We're going to go for a step. It does land this time. Already catch him on the way up and brings him down. Yobu, with a solid start to this match.
Yeah, nice use of the active hitbox. And if you try to Brave counter it, likely that the Brave counter will get avoided because of Grimnir going straight up. So making sure we're using everything to the best of our ability, especially when we're at a deficit in resources.
Speaking of using everything in the resources, J-Maw already ready to push it again. Tries to call out J-Maw, or excuse me, Yobu jumping out, but unfortunately is the one who gets called out, dude. Now Yobu and the Seals is already just playing tricky with J-Maw. How are they gonna get out?
Okay. There's a big boot. Gets pushed away as Yobu's been trying the perfect spots for the Brave counters just to make sure they get back to mid-screen and get some sort of advantage. So now J-Maw's gonna be careful. Gets the jump U. Counter hit, but nothing from it.
J-Maw, unfortunately, the grab attempts are met by Yobu's answers in the air. With enough of it, we should get it. There's nothing right there, but a nice grab is the nice grab from Yobu can kill J-Maw right there. They go up 1-0 in the set so far.
Yeah, I mean, the Divas hate to see Yobu coming. After having takedown nothing, they have set their sights on J-Mom's Ladiva, and they are in the driver's seat very, very well. As they pick their spots great, they're, when the DP gets blocked, we've seen what J-Mom does in those situations. So if J-Mom can find the right time to get the good block and make Yobu regret those small decisions like that, then that could be a huge factor. But you have to be able to block them out and get around them first. And real quick, we're going to see what's going on here. Might be resetting the game. Give us a moment as J-Mom had to step out of the ship for just a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking on your point, just like the reactions and like decision making, you can see that, Yobu, like at the start, unfortunately, ate some grabs, right? That's like, I can't be helped against a grappler. But the moment they realized what the feel of J-Mom was going to do, you see that they were like, the diva was jumping, trying to get in. And then once Yobu realized that, it's like, okay, let me just set up the seals around me to just try to mix up, just try to feel out J-Mom's game plan more. Thankfully, it did work out right there. As we head back, and J-Mom is back on the ship and back into the Coliseum as we head back into the second game.
Battle 1. Engage.
Let's get it on once again. Round start Slidey just wants to get in by any means necessary. J-Mom on the defensive, but finds a 2M.
And you see that Yobu already set up the seal to try to get an option ready for J-Mom's attempt. Whereas I say that J-Mom is attempting to put Yobu in the corner. The seals will get caught out right there. What a hit, what a call from J-Mom.
Okay, the Diva Perfection coming up. Triple headbutt. Gonna get the drop actually. It's immediate DP from Yobu as a backup. You're invading my personal space. It's time for me to play that range game, but we're right back in as J-Mom gets a Brave counter out from Yobu.
Absolutely. Yobu does have 80 meter on deck, does call out the reversal. And now Yobu looking in the driver's seat. J-Mom unfortunately tries to call out another grab, but does not find it right there. But does find a boot to headbutt combo to catch him out. J-Mom does not care about their first game. We're just going strong.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. J-Mom finding an answer back, try to lariat in, but gets pushed away by the wind projectile into the same side.
This side is not the correct one. Again, a lariat to the corner will catch him out. Another drop of fortune, but no, not be dropped in the corner. Now we go for high flying again. Yobu tries to jump from the top of a rope, but J-Mom is already pulling him back down. We look how close we are to death.
Oh, here we go. Quick chop to the face. And J-Mom says, let me just reset my game and unlock my power levels. Takes us to a 1-1. Yobu finally met their match. You get the 6-6-0 though, and it's a good start.
Seal again, Frank set up, but just by J-Mom just goes for the layer and pushes him out of there. And now realizing how much J-Mom's jumping, just going for the jump heavy just to push that, just to get them. You see, already Brave counter to just get them out.
Okay, 6-6-H. Time to put the spear, and we get the conversion. Side swap, little cross up. Yobu said, nah, I'm good. You have one Brave point now, so Ladiva's health advantage, or higher health, doesn't really be much of a factor anymore. But we do find the big hit into a conversion.
Alright, Yobu does have enough for another ultimate DP. It's back off a cooldown. You see if Yobu tries for it once again, but the patience from them to on these situations to wait for the perfect opportunity. So good from Yobu. He comes out right there too.
Okay, crossovers there, side swap 2. J-Mom with a slight lead, no crystals in the side, Yobu with a slight lead, gets the clean hit. J-Mom with no crystals to push Yobu away. Yobu can go up 2-1. They'll have that nice cushion as they try to close this out.
See them go Yobu doing the skill right there. That's just because like they want to see J-Mom jump. Even without the seals, they think J-Mom's going to jump. And it's not working for them though, because J-Mom already puts him in the corner. He even spends the diamond just to make sure that Yobu knows that they cannot make a mistake right now.
Yeah, I like that leg drop as well. Yobu in a rough spot, but the cross-up is super deep. We don't get the combo even though it hits. But at the very least, Yobu escapes the corner.
Now we have Seal Seth in the corner, but J-Mom, solid call. Brave counters them in the corner, even catches Yobu's own attempt in the counter and just kills him for it. J-Mom is back.
Yeah, all it takes. A couple of right guesses, a couple of good blocks. 6 Excel after a slight delay from Yobu, gets the crouch against the lariat, gets the small punish. J-Mom in the corner, the dash back, the punish with the cross up. Very good.
All the right decisions right now, but unfortunately they tried to DP, but J-Mom this time was on the ground waiting for him and punishing for it once again. This is why Yobu again will save the seals and set up a giant fate of knee to the head on the one attempt once again. Yobu should be cashing out right here, and it's going to be real close.
Oh yeah, with the link, that should be enough. No problems there. Yobu, 2-1. Don't let Grimnir's face fool you. He's ecstatic to take the lead in the set as we're getting closer to a top 3 placement here for Yobu.
Yobu just again happening again. J-Maw went for the jump attempt. Yobu stops it right there, and now J-Maw just has to fight on the ground, excuse me, and does find it right there. But Yobu is ready to answer with instant air dashes and flight. This is why J-Maw just goes for the grab.
Oh, ultimate lariat! Hold on. This damage is immaculate. You can have all your crystals. It don't matter. Sit down, shut up, and guess for this game.
Ooh, and looks like Yobu gets wrong for that round. J-Maw, again, it's like, when J-Maw just lands the grab, it's almost instantly over for Yobu, right? It's a 50-50 chance of how that round will go.
Jump you, taking things from the school of nothing with that jump in pressure, but there's the brave counter, hard knockdown.
Let's see how Yobu is going to respond this time around. Over J-Maw will go for another grab in the corner. Just holds back. J-Maw just waiting for the cooldowns to come out, and same with Yobu's DP.
Counter. Nice block from Yobu there. Making their escape, getting that screen real estate so they can set up more of the wind seals, but the jump you into the conversion. Okay, J-Mom, that was clean. How are you going to close out, though? You don't have any more meter and no more combo limits.
Yobu also on the other that only has 1 crystal as well. Tries to call out another aRBy, but not finding it. Yobu does find that hit also. One more setup against J-Mom, does catch him on the seal attack. And now Yobu with 100, plenty of meter and more, is going to take that round and go on to set point right here.
Missed by the rose one more time, as now Yobu full control, like you said. This is really good. J-Mom's been finding some big hits and has done a great job, but you know, having to chase down Grimnir consistently and dealing with just, again, the mobility as well as how well J-Mom is using the defensive resources to push, or Yobu's been using the defensive resources to push J-Mom away. Have been really good.
Yeah, even when J-Mom puts Yobu in the corner, unfortunately it doesn't work out. They just get blocked out. Speaking of which, J-Mom is now the one in the corner, and Yobu spending all the cash and more to just call out J-Mom one more time. They do have a lot of meter and brave pounds to use, but this one is not going to kill as we go for one more setup.
Setup's good. Rob, I think this should be it. No problem.
Absolutely called it off last time, but I do think we need to call it now as Yobu finally takes down J-Maw. Unfortunately,
A funky one between these two. UL versus Grimnir is going to be a lot of fun little shenanigans, and a round start is going for the Tiger Knee. Getting a good start here. Yobu is just playing hot.
yeah, absolutely. These two have been fighting big walls this whole tournament so far, but they finally going to go against characters who are just as fast as each other. As you can see, as you mentioned before, this is a good one, as again, Yobu is just literally flying around Vigil right here.
We got the bar for the finish. Should be able to extend this into the EX. Off the wall. Nicely done.
Yeah, this is Yobu and Vigil being like, finally, we can press buttons. We don't have to wait anymore. Let's just go, go, go.
I mean, again, winning a set just before, great way to just kick things off. It's on Vidril to kind of match that pace. But we do find it with the overhead counter hit as well. Didn't get the combo, but we do get the counter. And now Yobu trapped in the corner.
This is we saw from the last time in the last game. They are able to keep the corner pressure so well and call each other out. Now Yobu, they were holding back and they tried to counter this time around, but Vigil already is in the air to get an almost perfect right back at Yobu.
Alright, this is how the set's gonna go. I'm all for it. As we're just answering back little by little, Vidril finally getting the car out of neutral. But jumps right into a full combo from Yobu. Nice spin to win.
Absolutely. Yobu just carrying the momentum that calling out J-Mon last set. Fully carrying it here, even pulling out the ultimate DP to get out once again. Vigil, fortunately, that's not even in time. I have not seen like a Fox step in this whole set so far.
Oh, there you go. Asking you shall receive. Reversal into the low, full combo, SBA all day. And now Grimnir almost out of roll the break points. If we can force that out, that could be really good. And a great neutral jump's going to connect.
Absolutely, we're going to force out another damage, another combo out of this, and Vigil should be finishing off right here. Okay, we got real close right there, but Vigil is so strong. Okay, so that one was a little more even instead of just trading blows back and forth, but honestly really saw Vigil just constantly, just Yobu trying to run away, but Vigil really happy to just catch him out.
Oh, stellar stuff here. As Vigil wants to get that run back against Have a Nice Day one more time. We DP out. Not wanted the Brave counter, we just find those gaps. Clash Wars, great dodge. Oh my gosh, we're just going for broke.
Absolutely, both of them realizing that trading blows for blows, reversal for a defensive option right there. Yobu does catch the low on there. So right now, Yobu, the no setup actually just goes in their face and it goes for the UDP. Maybe he's trying to call it Vigil pressing anything.
Believed in it, and we'll take that, no problem. As Yobu just trying to finish the job, is going to do it with that jump over into the air dash. And that's a hell of a statement. Run up DP. It's like, chill.
Yeah, because they probably saw Vigil's last game. It's like, okay, I can also press buttons when I'm like kind of minus. I got you.
It's like the extreme version of what Hava was doing with the run up, just ultimate fireball.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of fireballs, the fireballs from Yobu coming out right there. Again, just trying to keep Vigil, just trying to play on their own terms with Vigil. Realizing that it says like, oh man, like you're gonna play no more steel steps. We're just gonna go.
SBA good. Damage in place as Vigil one guess away with the low. Nicely done. Gets around on the board in their efforts to go up 2-1. It's first to 3 for losers finals.
Absolutely, Vigil fully playing into the yell, kind of keep it tricky as much as possible. You even saw the stance into the low to just call out Yobu on a possible attempt for the overhead. It comes out right here, goes for 2, goes for 3, does block it this time, and now Vigil will be finally punished for their sins on that.
Yeah, getting that guaranteed throws, right nice on those overheads as fast as they are. 5L, nice stoppage, and the 5H trying to catch something, but it's Vigil with the life lead here. Yobu though with the up back, exactly because you're going to find a nice little air dash with the challenge and get the seals going, which is going to be a great way to start their comeback.
Absolutely, keep in mind, watch that air seal here in the corner back there. You know they're going to use it. They're already pushing back UL back to the corner. That's why Vigil is just firing their way out of there to keep it. Yobu just going for the install. Second time tonight. Let's see if they finally catch out and get another winner with it as well.
Guess for game, it's the overhead once more. Low strike or overhead. Yobu gets opened up as Vigil takes a commanding 2-0 lead.
Does not want to be here anyway. Want to move on to grand finals already. Just wants to take out Yobu. Goes for a solid step. Goes for the double dash to see if Yobu reverses, but it's not going to work out. Once again, Virgil forcing Yobu to spend the ultimate DP.
Okay though, Vigil, there's the clash, and again, oh my goodness, we are just throwing out whatever, but the 5H from Yobu is too strong, but the grab, even better from Vigil.
Yeah, absolutely. Vigil dodging that situation. They know Yobu was going to back and forth, so they go for it. And now, once we say that though, Yobu is unfortunately actually doesn't get out just in time, goes for the instant seal, but gets out as well. We are trading places, Rav. We are just trying to play, we're playing like musical chairs.
Told you there, these two are going to be dancing, but who is going to be the one in the lead and take the other for the ride of their life? So far, the bust out from Yobu is going to give them a slight life lead here. Has the seals with the crossover, and that should do it for the round.
So Yobu not going out with a fight. It takes 2 to tango, and Yobu does not want this to be a single-player game. Vigil again. See, tornadoes against. Yobu's trying to set up something, get space to set up something, but that is when Vigil's like, I see you trying to set up, we're going to go back in. You are now allowed to do a thing. One more overhead as well? No.
Overhead again, there's the low, but Yobu blocking it out. Content to just block the low and not get opened up by the full combo. Still stuck in a rough spot. 6XL gets blessed, it should be the round as Vigil finds that low once more into just SBA just to add insult to injury.
Absolutely. Just watch the mini cutscene. Vigil coming up on set point. Like you mentioned, it's real close. Yobu, unfortunately, just needs to find a way. Even in this one round, give him some breathing space. Because Vigil is not letting him breathe.
Vigil with a clean 3-0 will be great to go into Hava, but it's going to have to change up what they do if they get their chance for the run back. They're playing really well here, but Hava's shown that they can shut down and fight back just like this. Overhead. Time to guess.
Oh! Alright, yeah, Vigil's getting real cheeky with the double dash. Unfortunately, Yobu can press some more buttons. Now has time to press the UDP if they need it, but not needed indeed. As we just go for the U-Tornado and finally get Vigil. It's their turn in the corner, but right as I press Vigil. Now, understanding that, with Seal's on deck, just gonna play a little more patient, just push Yobu out of that Seal range.
Alright, with the finale, there's the back throw, blocks the overhead, but still it's a tough spot. I like that patience from Yobu. Did the Brave counter, did not press in case Vigil will go for an uppercut. Has the install, can we survive? Can we make this happen?
No diamonds on deck, Vigil's just trying to chip out Yobu. Yobu is really close to install on deck, and Vigil with the backup to the slash will take
Even victory. Battle 1.
Once more, have a nice day with the Sig, like you said, has made the most of these confirms, has really just grown so accustomed to commanding this character to full effect. Only getting better little by little. Even, you see them not like putting out too big a button in a lot of these mid-screen situations so they can block out the Yule stance as well as set up the right spacing to put on pressure.
Especially as you see Vigil, like you mentioned, in the mid-screen, just like does not try to go for an option like that too often because it could be blocked. And also, if they do go for it, they also try to go for a fall option, just like a DP or block as well. As like you mentioned before, also have a nice thing. Just again, the spacing, they're just trying to get away. Vigil taking advantage of that now.
Oh, gets knocked out whack though, and it's big. As Vigil's almost out of breakpoints here. 50 seconds left on the clock. Have a nice day. Is gonna go for a kill any second here. Oh boy.
Vigil.
It catches the backdash! Wait a minute!
Oh, let's go! Vigil finally calls up, redeems himself for that last one, and now Hava backs up. But again, you just need one kick to the face, and have a nice day. We'll finish this off right here. Actually, no, it's real close.
Nice dodge, but you get chopped in half. Have a nice day with that first round in Grand Finals.
Okay. Vigil looking real strong. Probably as strong as the first time stronger than the first time they fought. They are pretty warmed up. Let's have a nice day. Again, it's a little lame right there to stab you in the face right there. That's gonna do so much damage. Crap.
No, that counter hit 5 heavy combo is just insane. Great backdashes from Hava too. Space outside of the one that got SBA, but I mean you couldn't really predict that. They've all just been really great at putting Hava at the perfect spots on the screen.
That's why you see Vigil, they have to take some of these big risks, right? Hava's just playing so clean and so defensively that you just have to find some hard read in their face like that to just come out. Now we can finally play the game you want to play. What am I going to do in the corner? Guess for game, guess for the round.
You know, Hava doesn't have a reversal super yet, so might not be able to close out here, but with the jump in, Vigil gonna get around on the board and tie things up in our first game.
Alrighty, Vigil just needs to carry the momentum through for the end. Vigil does, if they want to take out this whole tournament, they have to win 6 games against Have a Nice Day's 3, so Have a Nice Day willing to take some risks and willing to just keep it solid, not be too reckless against Vigil's aggression.
Ooh, nice job. Getting out of the fireball pressure. Have a nice day though, still with the life lead. The dodge is not going to save you from the chop, but the backdash is not going to catch a throw with.
Yeah, you know Have a Nice Day knows that setup every time you go for the dodge, you're going to get punished for it. That's why Have a Nice Day, again, just willing to spend all the buttons, spend the cooldowns, just to keep it simple, and just to keep themselves safe. And when you space it out like that, you just get a full punish against Vigil right here.
Yeah, whipped the counter just enough that Have a Nice Day got the punish, and now this is exactly what Have a Nice Day wants. Although the jump from Vigil's perfect. He's going to get full damage here, not going to get enough meter for the SBA, excuse me, but it's going to have a one-hit situation for either player.
Oh, there it is. Vigil, finally. The mix-ups are finally getting in Hava's day. The double dash into the overhead as they try to run away. Vigil takes first blood in this grand final set.
And that is going to take us to a game number 2. And speaking of 2, we still have 2 codes in the match arena. I know y'all can finish them up. Please get that out of here so we can have that 1750 in the prize pool for the winner.
Absolutely, and you don't want to miss the rest of this group when we do find this winner, because again, now have a nice day. It's their turn to turn on the aggression, but right as they say that, though, you know they're going to sneak in just a little back to catch Vigil jumping.
This round looking a lot more like what Hava was getting through in that first set. Gets to mash that on the walk back. I'm going to get that first round here as Have a Nice Day stabilized.
Alright, the plan for Have a Nice Day for the last set and last game was nothing wrong with it. Just Vigil just finding the guesses that you want to find with UL. And again, just forcing to take their turn back against Hava being so defensive. So Hava might have to just turn on the aggression every now and then.
Okay, speaking of aggression, that DP is one of them. Just in those situations where Vigil is trying to take their turn, the backdash gets caught out though, trying to escape and force throw tech whiff.
Wakes up, and this time Vigil comes out forcing and using the U skill on that. And now Hava actually just pressing buttons to get out of there. And you know it's gonna hurt because this is Have a Nice Day Siegfried. They both went for the ultimate, but Have a Nice Day, we talked about just going on the offensive. What is just about just pressing ultimate buttons in your face to take another game?
Again, that's 2 for 2 against Vigil with the point blank ultimate fireball. Especially in the corner, maximizing that damage with that 6/6H extension. There's the slight knockdown, but Vigil already popping off with the DP right back at you.
Alright, now we're getting a little disrespectful. Have a Nice Day has to turn off Mr. Safe Man and now get some more aggression. I didn't see Have a Nice Day. It's their turn to party. It's their turn to punish Vigil, but does not get a conversion off that.
Does get the crouching heavy counter hit. This is big. We've seen the damage off all these counter hit heavies that Have a Nice Day has been so adept at. It's going to extend here, not enough meter to finish the job, but it's going to be another guess for game.
Woo! Another backup fireball. Have a Nice Day. If they got the meter, they're going to use it every time, and Vigil, unfortunately, is just falling for it.
Vigil just this time blocking the fireball. 5 heavy whiff is going to get punished. Have a Nice Day getting the right timing. But at least Vigil's out of the corner here. Pushing Have a Nice Day back. Have a Nice Day with a nice challenge and a quick hit.
Absolutely that for Vigil. They realize they have to try something. They have to get tricky with Have a Nice Day. But again, the patience from Hava is just so clean. Vigil tried to take their turn back again, but again, Have a Nice Day will punish you for it.
Okay, back throw's good. And now we're going to see, stances up just a little bit. Hava just blocking out the jump and then want to try to challenge it with the crouching heavy in time. Alright, just a hop.
Yeah. Big hit from Have a Nice Day right there. Finishes him off right there. Now Have a Nice Day will go 2-1 against Vigil. Like, Ref and I are just getting mixed right now because Have a Nice Day is just too clean.
A little bit of a dodge. Vigil showing that they can get games. They have the opportunity to try to bring this back, and they have the power to do so. Have a Nice Day is so good at picking his spots, and so is Vigil in return.
Absolutely. The corner is where Vigil tries, but every time that Vigil is getting blocked by Have a Nice Day, they'll spend the Brave with a reverse counter, right? They don't want to be in this corner, because this is what happens every time. Vigil just with a clean round right here. This should be at least a little sliver left, and just one more guess will do it.
Okay, there's a Brave counter. Have a Nice Day didn't let anything rip, just gets tagged and bagged, and Vigil stays a little bit alive, but this is still all Have a Nice Day in all his favor here.
Absolutely. This is why you see Have a Nice Day again is not willing to spend any of the resources that went in the corner again. Now Hava does have to decide if you want to spend for another reversal, but you can't reverse if you're getting blocked in the head, but finally doesn't get the opening there.
Okay, 6 heavy, not going to connect. Vigil gets a little bit of lease on life in this round, catches the backdash with the far M. Gotta be careful here. Have a Nice Day almost has the bar. for reversal super if you're not careful.
Virgil doesn't care about being careful as long as they find the hit right there. And have a nice day. Oh, yeah, that's the cheeky one that we all hate to see. But thankfully, Vigil does find the counter hit right there back onto him into the corner. We have everything and more. It's going to be a combo level. One more to hit as Have a Nice Day goes for it. And Vigil does block. And Vigil is still alive. And Vigil will go 2-2 in Grand Finals.
Breaks the SSBA curse. Timed the meaty just right to get the block and get the round. But it's still not enough. The reset has to happen with one more game, and Have a Nice Day is not going to make that easy, but gets the counter hit, gets the regular anti-air. Wake up buttons up from Vigil, going to push Hava away.
I like that attempt from the dive kick from Vigil to actually see how check Nice Day. They did land it right there, so probably incorporate that into their gameplay. With Vigil, again, just trying to keep Nice Day blocking. They just want them to spin at the very least, but right here, though, the UDP just comes out once again. And Vigil just walking back, but does jump on the fireball.
Has done that consistently. Jump the hurdle. That Fox can leap. And right now, Hava getting a lot of damage on his face. Off to the setup we go. There's the grab. Lead now for Vigil. First time in the set.
Absolutely. Tech throw right there. Have a Nice Day does get out just in time though. Vigil goes for the counter, but Have a Nice Day spaces just enough to get him out. Have a Nice Day on tournament point unless Vigil takes care of business right now.
Okay, running out of chances here. A big reset will be a nice break here for Vigil to try to turn things around, but the overhead gets blocked. Great punish, close enough to the triple attack. Have a Nice Day gets the 6-6L counter hit. Off we go to the corner. And now we're just 2 good sequences away from finishing the job.
Yeah, it's really close as White Vigil again. Pushing him into the corner, just like pushing away Have a Nice Day. Just trying to get Have a Nice Day to spend something, anything. But a good dodge will put him back into their corner as well. And now we finally get to the mix-up game where Vigil thrives.
Okay. Nice back throw. Vigil giving up the lead here, stuck in the corner. Have a Nice Day, one more set, one more hit. It's all it's going to take.
So Vigil holding down back, just waiting for one opportune Have a Nice Day, even waiting for the hard calls out. Waited call for Vigil, just actually goes for the brave counter. Now Have a Nice Day, just trying to put out anything will get him. But Vigil is on no counters, but does find the jump right there and will live another day. Vigil on reset point against Have a Nice Day's tournament point.
Down to the wire here, we're going to get potential for 5 more games between these two. Or we'll Have a Nice Day, get the 2-time Paragon victory, goes right over the normal. Vigil gets the first hit and gets a good lead.
We're going to carry this leg and take it to the bank as we get for overhead. How we're going to go for low or high. Actually, we're going to go for grab and Have a Nice Day. Gets caught on the low. Vigil again, just trying to hold back and take their turn back. Have a Nice Day, looking a little lost. Has to find their way out of this foxhole. One more overhead for the game. One more overhead for the fans. And a low does get blocked. The Rapids getting real close.
The gap from there, Vigil blocked it out. Gets the brave counter. Has to be careful here. Hava has everything in their tank to try to close it out here.
Oh my god.
Throw, 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 throw. There we go. Here we go.
Earned the throw attempt. Finally, Vigil says, I had enough. We need to move on to reset. And we are going to do it. And Vigil already, we're going to take the time to take the space, go back to the ship and take a breath as we go to this grand finals reset.
Vigil brought it all the way back, and they maintained their lead, looking down the barrel of a Have a Nice Day with SSBA loaded, 1 brave point, and so much ferocity. They were ready to clinch it all. Instead, a fresh set as it's on. Vigil making that statement and bringing this back.
Yeah, you see both of them, like they said, they're on. Their brains are on. You see both of them go for so many grab attempts and how many times it broke. Have a Nice Day trying to chip with a grab. You know he's going to turn on right now. Speaking of which is why he's going for a big plans, but again, Vigil. The jump-ins are now doing so much work in this match.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a good 2H in a little bit. I mean, counter hit-wise hasn't really happened, but you've seen Vigil bait out either normals or use jump U to bait out the 2Hs. Yeah, 3 even for this round. Excuse me.
definitely you can see, like, again, the baiting, you can see. Now Vigil's taking their time to back up while having that stay in response will throw out these fireballs, so no Vigil cannot push normally. So maybe they're setting up for another jump on the wall in the fireballs. As I say that though, Vigil just trying to take their turn back with the DP as Have a Nice Day down to no crystals.
There we go. First blood for Vigil here, in control. They have a lead in the full grand scheme of things after the reset here, since Hava's now on the loser side. But Hava does find the 2-2H. He gets pushed back immediately into the back row.
Yeah, Vigil's spilling blood on the water, man. Have a nice day. Unfortunately, just getting called on certain situations. Vigil, we talked about maybe accepting the 50-50. He's trying to weigh those point flips into their favor. Because once again, they find another hop into a low to catch up against Have a Nice Day. We have the meter. Probably this time we're going to spend out as well. Have a Nice Day go back to 1 crystal.
Tough spot here for Hava, not close to having SBA available. Counter hit, try to escape, look like a backdash, getting caught. Evading the throw, and Vigil now with the 1-0 lead after the reset.
Absolutely, Vigil now taking the first lead on this game and on this set. Definitely go way better the first time they met. Have a nice day. Try to take their turn back twice, and Vigil, it's their turn to punish Have a Nice Day for that attempt. Oh my god!
The 6-6H punish with the counter hit. Stumble was immaculate here from Vigil, but they put themselves in the corner. And the Brave counter immediately. They get right over, should be the combo to kill. And Vigil 3 rounds straight against Hava, who had beaten Vigil in the winner's set 3-0 initially in winners finals.
Have a nice day trying to stop the Vigil's plan right now. I'll say that though, the moment we get into the stance, Vigil is ready. It's like Have a Nice Day fully committing now. We're just trying to go in and try to punish, but Vigil just trying to dance around. But there's finally that anti-air 2H that we were talking about.
Got the side swap 6-6H, that was crazy. The damage was great too. Vigil not out of it yet, but man, dash button, like Khalil said, dash button buff right there. Excuse me, Side Game's doing the work right there. Have a nice day. Let him have the main character buff and gets the DP out. Now Have a Nice Day. Not going down without a fight. Stopping Vigil's momentum right now. I like covering the layers there on the flip against projectile that Vigil has done consistently. Have a nice day though. Sitting really good here, and now you're feeling like confidence that DP and checking while maintaining this life lead.
Have a nice day. We can see that the tempo of this game has changed all throughout this set. Vigil has been going it all in. Even if they kills them, Have a Nice Day was gonna be happy to answer that big punish though with a big old combo. This is gonna do so much damage.
And yeah, no Brave counter for you. Looks like Vigil guessed wrong. Up close and personal as Have a Nice Day ties it up 1-1 with, you know, stemming the bleeding. Got the band-aid on and cut Vigil, who was running away with it.
Yeah, definitely. Everything is safe. This does not go too crazy right now. Okay, listen, this might be the last one as Vigil finally does get punished for their atonements against the dash. Now Have a Nice Day, it's fine. It's their turn to put them in the corner. But as I say that though, Vigil again, the aggression, not letting go. Pressing the dash button, pressing forward, does not want to hold back anymore. Let Have a Nice Day come to them.
Alright, 6-6 is a good method too, but the super! Put that foot down, buddy. You might get yourself burnt. As Vigil now is giving Have a Nice Day a taste of their own medicine.
That's exactly what I was saying. Have a nice day. Their walls were broken down. They were happy to be patient. They were happy to wait for Vigil to mess up. But when Vigil makes so many correct guesses, you just have to try something if you have a nice day. That's why Vigil is going up around already.
Another just slightly negative DP as Hava is just getting blessed up. Insanity here as Vigil's just found every right moment.
Absolutely. You can see Vigil, the moment they have a nice day, feels like they need to try to fight back, they do take a step. Fortunately for them, they do finally find another big 2H, and that's the one that you're scared that gets hit, right? Look at all that damage. That was one punish 2H combo, and they're already down to half.
Yeah, any more of those can be extra scary as Hava has the meter, finds the 6-6L, has the meter to spend, but we don't get anything besides getting the wake-up buttons. Vigil again, zero fear. There's the grab.
say spending that brave counter. They just need one hit. It's okay to lose if they take it right now. Double fireball to take their turn back, and they will take it back one more time. Vigil goes for the drill, and have a nice day, forcing the brave counter to keep Vigil in the corner with only one left. But Vigil does find a hit right there, and now Vigil will go 2-1 against Have a Nice Day in this grand finals reset.
RM into 2-2U, paying the bills. As Have a Nice Day, they're getting caught doing back dashes or trying to up back. Those little moments, Vigil is finding the hits and confirming off the two-piece, no problem. 6-6-0 from Have a Nice Day, gets the extension in the corner. Nice little knockdown here.
Have a Nice Day is actually conquering the dragon inside him, man. He went from the super aggression to just like, okay, I have to back up, I have to back dash, I have to try to catch out this fox trying to get in my face and take their turn back. You see Vigil again not letting off the gas, which is why Have a Nice Day needs to put the stop sign on this UL.
Hava doing a little bit of a dance here, just trying to force the air instead. Gonna spend the first brave counter, but Vigil, the brave counter of their own was a DP. Okay, hold on.
Vigil, again, not afraid. You get hit by 1 or 2 2Hs, it don't matter. We're gonna try again and again and again. And Vigil just goes for the full SSBA cash out to get Have a Nice Day with 0 crystals. We're gonna watch the sisters go by, and we're gonna see how Have a Nice Day will wake up against Vigil.
So shit, viewing here, overhead DP, gets the home run hit, but the wake up DP to go on tournament point. Vigil don't care. I'm up 2-1, and now I have everything in the palm of my hand.
The cojones on this UL player to go up and go for it to catch him. Now Have a Nice Day though. Again, senses on point, gets the 2H to punish UL once again. And now we get the big hit. Now this is Siegfried damage. We have resources, we have meter, we have crystals, we have everything to get you one more hit to get Vigil out of here. But we're just gonna keep him in the corner.
To jump out with the 5U, gonna get punished. Jumpy, you're gonna get punished. Have a Nice Day. Surviving a little bit longer, but it's still tournament point for Vigil. As long as they don't get too goofy, or maybe they get even goofier, they can get Yule on that first place spot. But a round start EX is going to get met by our wake up DP.
Put away the Goofy Goober Sundays as we still have a lot of game to go. Have a Nice Day. Now calling out Vigil on their attempt to die, but right as I say that I go, Have a Nice Day. Open up with the UDP. Does not want Vigil in their face. Just trying to go back to that first plan. Just keep him away, but Vigil will not let up on the pressure.
Overhead, gets punished. Nice time for a block from Hava. Is going to get a nice little extension mid-screen as well. Next gets blocked. Oh, we enjoyed the fireball. We'll get the layers. Ready for the follow-up to the stance.
Now we can get ready for one more. Hold on. Vigil again. Have a Nice Day. Forcing the counters out so Vigil stays alive. Fireballs are getting dodged. One more slice through. Again, go through it. Have a Nice Day. Does find UL trying to slip in. And Have a Nice Day is going to stay alive. They are 2-2 in this wrap. It's so close.
Yep, of course. We had a game 5 in the first set. Game 5 in the last. Double championship potential here for Hava, or a big yip victory if Vigil can hold it down. Pushing things away. Hava already in the corner. Can't jump over the firewall that time though.
Not. Have a Nice Day. Calling out the fireballs. Vigil ready to hold back. You can see now the layers of defense are happening, as you mentioned before. Have a Nice Day. Just trying to jump back, but we're going to say that Vigil is the one who jumps all the way back and cashes out as well. We want to finish this off. We want to just get the damage out. We want Have a Nice's crystals gone.
Yeah, that whiff DP, paying the price for it. Gonna go for that low. There's the jump, crossed up with the jump. You have to get out of the corner by using the brave counter hit. We get a grab. One more of those could do. We're gonna block in time. Nice dodge.
We're not just going to block. We're going to dodge. We're going to do this in style. Vigil back on tournament point. Have a Nice Day. Is so close to losing this, but they are also so close to taking this all. They just need to take care of this Sly Fox jumping over their fireballs.
Yeah, I mean, that reversal SSBA from Have a Nice Day has not worked out in this grand finals whatsoever. The dodge, there's the brave counter out. Have a Nice Day is trying to keep Vigil in the corner, and that counter hit's going to be juicy.
The layers to this wrap, the layers of dodging, the layers of holding, and the layers of pressing more buttons against this. This is a full cash out, and this will take us to final game, final round in this grand finals reset.
Folks, Get on the edge of your seats. There's one round away before the madness subsides. Round start, run up, just point blank in your face. There's the grab, great tech, but even better, going into the stance on the side of Vidril, but they get caught trying to backdash with 6-6H.
Just on the tail end of that fireball, which will have a nice save. You see them all spend them all to push him into the corner, which is why Vidril again spending their own use skills to get back out of the corner. Let's have a nice day. We're finally back to the mid-range. We want have a nice day, so stay back and do not let Vidril go for it. They go for the use skill again. These are how much they are spending on it. They want the space. They want to take control right now.
Okay, get the avoidance, get some full combo here. It's gonna help for Vidril. Overhead gets blocked by the Brave counter instead of getting the punish. DP though, have a nice day. One more counter hit combo. Wake up buns from the side of Vidril. We dropped the combo.
Have a nice day. Any of these characters, the way they're playing, if they try to miss something, they might whiff again. That's why have a nice day. So low in the meter, Vidril can try to take the turn back. Crystal's on deck, one left. Have a nice day. No Crystals move, 5 meter left. Vidril tries to calls back out. The meter, watch the meter. Watch the flag. Have a nice day. He's gonna block it right there. And Vidril, they're both down to no Crystals, but Vidril gets the low. Catches have a nice day running.